welcome back. It's us, the Gilded Troll, playing Dungeons and Dragons. Again.
Nailed it. Still,
Always.
That's okay.
More!
It's episode 4 of Spelljammer.
We have episode 4 Spelljammer. The title is Behold Hakatha. We'll see if we actually get to Hakatha today. Probably not. Really good at titling my episode.
Yeah.
It's the anticipation.
Trials and Tyrants. Hey, by the way, before we leave, there's a tyrant?
Perhaps this one should have been called Tyrants. Never mind. We'll see what happens.
Last one's Trials, this one's Tyrants.
It's aspirational, okay?
Got it.
It's an aspirational title. Yeah, last time, what happened last time? You went on a simulated mission to go and collect a captain's logbook from a shipwreck around the gas planet Qualiar. Overcame several trials, as the episode was called. In doing so, you faced space eels, an asteroid belt. You helped rescue your shipwrecked friends after they were attacked by an asteroid spider, and successfully made your way back. However, at the end of the simulation, someone or something had sabotaged the simulation chambers you were in, as lightning arcs through the room, electrocuting your instructor. The other team also were in some trouble, and you performed some investigation into what happened and found that someone had placed metal plates amongst the stone arcane glyphs with giant runes on them that affected the flow of magic throughout the room. It seems somebody had potentially sabotaged those runes to attack the staff and you as collateral damage. You and Master Blip went off to check the logs to see who had recently visited. Nothing was particularly suspicious there, but he's going to continue the investigation. Was going to continue the investigation in the meantime. You spent a week continuing your lessons. During that time, 5E sent their familiar off to spy on the 8 other cadets. For anyone that isn't in the Discord, role-playing channel, I guess I should summarize those. Because if you guys want to talk about them as if you would during the week, you could do now. So of the other cadets, Greta, the female dwarf, you saw she was secretly meeting with other graduate cadets in the animal enclosure in the Sea Dock at night. Lorene, who is the green-haired human, at least once a day disappears completely from the academy for about an hour. On further investigating her, you found out that she was diving off of the balcony and going wild swimming, and that her grandmother was an oceanic nymph, so it was just part of her. She just really enjoys swimming in the sea every day. Ruben has been signing books out to the library using other cadets' names during self-service hours. Royce, the Ep.4, has been seen accepting a nondescript package from a hobgoblin captain of a scorpion ship. On further investigation, turns out that they were just buying contraband cigars for Tartar as a get-well present.
Aww.
Did I cover that? I think I covered that.
Yeah, I forgot. I just pulled it up again. That's adorable.
Of the other team, Team Neutron, Vina seems to be sending a lot of correspondence and frequently loses her temper when writing letters. Mikan, your best friend in the whole wide world, often seen opening and looking at the locket he keeps concealed beneath his robes, and he does so when he's alone. Cricklet, the Thrycreen, has been heard humming a well-known giant folk song whilst knitting what looks like a rope ladder. And diving further into that, you overheard a conversation between her and Fred the Plasmoid, in which he encouraged her not to reveal to anyone that her family were previously rescued by a giant, given the current climate in the academy of this sort of anti-Mercane. Like, its stuff has leaked slightly. Like, there are rumors spilling around that, like, there is an anti-Mercane sentiment running through the academy right now.
Yeah, we didn't just immediately assume that because it was a giant song that they were guilty of something. We didn't just immediately assume that.
Yeah, no, but Fred is, like, warning Cricklet, like...
Oh, no, I was being sarcastic. We definitely immediately assumed that.
Sorry! And Fred
I did it anyways.
Fred himself has been seen squeezing under the locked door of the tavern outhouse, because you do actually have a tavern at the academy that you would be visiting. yeah, those were kind of the things you dived into. If you wish to discuss those now. And then...
It's definitely Vina. It's definitely Vina.
I have to practice. I'm gonna put something in front of my face so I can't react to the things you say. I have the worst poker face.
I don't know that there's anything actionable here.
We could kill Vina.
I mean, the one thing, this is out of character, but the one thing that I would like to follow up on is Mikken's locket.
Oh.
But that didn't seem like a let's continue spying on him thing. That's just like a hey, let's we can talk to him about.
Sure.
I mean, we're gonna be on the ship with him.
Right.
So
Haven't we traumatized him enough without going, hey, what's in your locket?
Not yet.
you just have to gently massage the situation socially. And no, gently. I said gently.
Oh.
Maybe you're not the best one to...
All right. So the next time that Mikken is unconscious and needs rescuing, we can take a look.
That's an option. It's also an invasion of privacy.
When a man goes down in battle, you don't fuck with any of his shit.
Unless you've killed him.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Are you suggesting that we kill Mikken?
Oh, I
No.
need doggy treats.
I don't know why, but I just assumed that was doggy treats. But that is
definitely
chocolate.
not. That's no.
That is Steffi treats.
Forbidden doggy treat.
10,000 channel points to give Steffi a treat.
Why would you not make it 100?
That's dangerous.
I'm doing it.
There's only so many left.
Hi.
Wait, but does that mean one of us has to give Steph a treat? Because that gets weird.
Yeah, that does get weird. Don't feed me. I'm not about that.
Yeah.
I'm at 69,000 channel points.
Nice.
Hi, baby. Good
Oh, I'm
morning.
at 68.8. Fuck.
Sims is like, it's so early. It's so early. Is it too early?
Samus, what that tongue doing?
We could start a poll. Will we see Hagatha this episode?
Yeah.
Doing it. Doing it. I don't even have poll in my quick.
Fuck yeah! A-lot, thank you.
All right, let's start a prediction. Get your
Chocolate.
Get your. Wait, how do I? Okay, there we go.
These are also Jordan treats.
That's true.
Yeah.
Will we
Jordan Crackers, Miller time.
actually
and
see
some cats.
Jordan
this
treats.
session?
Those have got to be the best.
Submission period 30 minutes. Sure. All right, cool. Prediction
I'm not
started.
allowed to.
Feel free to get your points in. You can put points in.
I can enter it, and I'm in
yeah.
control.
Yeah, that's.
Some might say this is insider truth.
Tim, which one are you voting for out of curiosity?
I have no control over when you get anywhere.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Don't
The
you
last 3 sessions have taught me this.
I did actually make a channel point redemption for Steffi treats.
Why?
'Cause
No.
I can.
Okay. Wow,
There you go.
it tells me if I participate in the vote, I can't choose the outcome as a
Right.
moderator.
Right.
I still want to participate.
So don't.
I did.
You
I
voted
voted
for
no.
no.
Of course I did.
I'm gonna put a 30-minute cooldown on Steffi treats. I had to.
God.
Okay. The things I cannot predict because I am the channel owner and I don't have channel points, or rather, I have infinity channel points, so I could just ruin it. Let me just push my finger down on the scale.
I have voted now, so.
Oh, okay, cool.
Is there anything else we actually wanted to follow up with? of the things.
I think Vina is a harmless, rage-filled idiot.
Until she stabs you in the middle of the night, and then you're like, oh, I wish I would have killed Vina.
So, the last time she tried to attack me, she broke her hand. I'm really not worried about Vina.
Think about all of the other things.
But
that we
also,
can break.
like, you don't sleep, so you'd see her
That too.
coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
That's what I get.
The worst part about living on a terrestrial body is that I'm expected to be in an inert state at nighttime when I cannot see the sun. I'd like to be in space again.
I mean, fuck expectations, you know.
I have duties and responsibilities during sunlight hours.
What do you do?
I attend classes with you, Hideg.
Right.
Oh, right, you are there.
You stand so still, like I can't see you.
Do you need glasses?
I'm not a fucking nerd.
I believe Dohwar's vision is similar to that of
That seems really
Tyrannosaurus's.
This is in character. This is in character.
Yes.
Character's an asshole.
Oh,
Sorry.
good, it's Steph homeschooling moment.
No.
Line on two.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
When I was doing that, you could see everything reflected, so I immediately took
Perfect.
them off.
Someone clip that so I have that for later.
The
Glasses.
reflection or the
The
gla-
secretary
glasses.
thing. So
yeah,
Yeah.
the secretary.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a?
It's the new term
What I
for
call it's
dungeon
like
master.
sexy secretary. It's the
Secretary.
the half moon glasses on the end of the nose and the arched
The
eyebrows.
blouse mostly unbuttoned and
It's
And a
on Urban
pencil skirt.
Dictionary, so
there you go.
Yes.
Vindication.
Bickle to buy Tim a pencil skirt. I would
Alright.
love that.
I actually had a pencil skirt for a while because I used to have an Amy Winehouse costume that had a pencil skirt.
Ew. Man,
She's
Halloween
dead.
times. Oh my
She's
god.
dead.
Those-
she joined the
Pre-death,
27
I
club.
think.
This is
I'd have to
pre-death.
check. When did she die?
I think she died in like 2008.
I want to do your eyeliner for that.
She died in 2011.
Oh, okay.
God, that's
So she
forever
was
ago.
alive when I dressed up as her because it was Halloween 2008.
Got it.
Alive.
Well, it's a good thing she didn't die in 2008 because that would have been awkward.
See, the previous year I had been Bellatrix Lestrange, and they're basically the same outfit, but you add an extra wig that's been like, or you take away a wig
Yeah.
because you don't have the ponytail for Bellatrix.
Hmm.
It's the same costume.
Yeah.
And then you just need a beauty mark.
Yeah, that's all
Mhm.
good.
Done.
Ever the practical one, aren't you, Tim?
That's when I was a size 8, not anymore.
I guess Tim voted no. We're not getting to.
So like you keep talking about Amy Winehouse.
Yeah, there's now an Amy Winehouse stream, guys. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Sorry about it.
I think we might get copyright struck for that.
Yeah.
Just talking about her.
Until we sing about rehab.
I'm not going to rehab.
No, no, no.
I wasn't intending to do the lyric, but
That's it. I'm gonna call the Tyrant ship the Valerie now, just for fun.
The what?
The
The Valerie.
I don't get it.
she, one of her famous songs.
That
is
was like
Valerie.
Amy Winehouse's like most famous song.
Yeah.
Oh, the only one I know is Rehab.
Honestly, same.
I was
Yeah.
not an Amy Winehouse fan.
Mm-mm.
Back to Black.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I got nothing.
I'm
Anyway.
also not an Amy Winehouse fan, but she's dead, so it doesn't matter anymore.
I can't select the text, so never bloody mind. Right. I guess we should move on to some D&D.
Probably.
I guess.
Yeah.
I
there's
mean,
nothing
you're
kind
in
of-
charge here, so
Yeah.
Yeah, you say that. Okay, but yeah, there's nothing we want to do kind of in terms of pursuing that. That's fine. We can move on to what happened at the end of the last session when you were unceremoniously woken up at about 4:30 in the morning by Tarto in the hallway clanging together some garbage can lids, rousing you and Team Neutron out of your beds. She explained that an adamantine meteor has hit the spire of Hecatha. And you have to go and recover it. It is of significant tactical importance that you recover the meteorite because of the material, what it can be used for in terms of offensive and defensive abilities. The bad news is that Hecatha happens to be the home planet of the Beholders. It is also the planet furthest out in realm space. It normally takes about 15 days to get there from Toril. The good news is that there is an abandoned Tyrant ship, which is the ships that are piloted by Beholders, floating above Toril at the edge of the Tears of Selûne. So you and Team Neutron who were requested on behalf of Master Blip, and Winston Ryback, the petty officer and galley head chef, is going to accompany you to make sure that I guess homey needs are met. Like he's going to feed you, and if anything goes wrong, he'll try and help. But he's in the kind of supervisory capacity rather than leading it. You are in charge, and you will need to install a spelljamming helm aboard the Tyrant because it isn't on there, and make your way to Hakatha to recover this meteorite. You are going to be leaving on the Flighty Foundling, which is the hammer ship that you used in the simulation. It's actually the real version of it. It's really just modeled on that in the simulation. And you have all the gear you need on board to head off towards the Tyrant, now known as the Valerie. Yeah. Any questions about that?
No.
No.
How did we get a Tyrant?
I think it was abandoned. Reasons unknown, and it was just sort of brought in and left, floating amongst his Salune for potential future use, for tactical use, basically. Yeah. Cool. So you're put aboard the Flighty Foundling, and I guess for like the first time. For some of you, actually, is it for any of you? I guess for Quelin. That's it, just for Quelin. The first time you're actually sort of getting on board a spelljamming and properly leaving the planet for real. It probably takes the better part of an hour to kind of begin leaving the atmosphere, so that the light blue sky fading into the blue-black of space, and then as the sun kind of hits over the edge of the planet, it's still very early, for Henry, as soon as those sort of unfiltered rays of the sun without the atmosphere strike the ship, you feel the egg in your papoose begin to rock slightly.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
Is everything okay, Henry?
Yes. I think so. Yes. Fine. Just kind of turn the chest with the papoose up to the light a little bit. Just, yes, come on. There it is.
And you can hear a faint sort of cracking and crunching sound.
Oh, it's happening. It's finally. It's been years. It's happening. It's. You might want to watch this. This is very educational.
This is exciting.
Yes, it is.
This
The
is fucking
sun.
Animal
See
Planet.
the power of the sun
Compels you.
compels you. Compels this. This is what I've been doing. I did it. I think.
Narratively, Moose, it's with you to tell me what happens. What does it look like? Like it's all this is on you. This is your
There's a lot
class
of
feature.
panicking and pacing back and forth in the waiting room with the other fathers. Just chain smoking. My tie is.
Otto's there handing out cigars.
Yeah.
Hot water, clean towels.
Yeah. Ice chips. Somebody get ice chips. What other stereotypes can we? No, this is Henry absolutely will get to the highest part of the ship that's feasible and safe, to get as much sun on the crow's nest.
I mean, you're out in space now, so you're kind of just bathed in sunlight everywhere on the ship.
Yeah, I was actually wondering about that. Like, without the protective atmosphere, are we just like absolutely bombarded with sunlight?
No, realm space is like a warm summer's day. Like it's
cool.
It's
space travel.
It's very it's a mild.
I'm gonna say that has to do with the air envelope.
Mm-hmm.
Like a warm
Magic.
summer's day for me, or like
More like a warm summer's day for Hideg, because it's cold in space.
Yeah.
You just wait until we get to a place where there is no sun. You tell me how there's heat and light.
Mm-hmm.
Imagination.
Solar dragons.
What does the egg look like up until now?
Because
like the art has the actual.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's roughly the same coloration as the art.
Okay.
So it's for those of you who can't see, it's purple and blue, sort of iridescent, kind of two-toned. When the light hits it, it starts to get like a hotter pink.
Ooh.
Okay.
And the membrane that is revealed underneath as it cracks and cracks is a pink. And finally, after a good 5 to 10 minutes, there's a breach in the egg in the membrane, and there's wisps of pink energy come sort of floating out before a little black snout pokes its head out and just finally, Henry is there with his very large hands trying to carefully pick away little pieces and help out, and is sort of putting them all in a pouch on his belt. Just like, oh yes, I'll save these for later, get them bronzed. And until finally he's holding a slightly wet but shimmering purple and blue solar dragon wormling. It has kind of fins on its cheeks, and its wings are comprised of pink energy because they just emit. Yeah, and it looks at the sun, and a small coronal mass ejection comes out of its mouth as it breathes solar energy. And it sort of lands on Henry's arms, and I had a name for you, but I don't think it works anymore.
What was the name?
It was going to be Frederick, but from the look of the cloaca, I don't think that's right. How do you feel about Chauncey? I'll name you after my father, Frederick, and my mother, Chauncey. Well, our dear family friend who died tragically in a horrible battle was named Billingsley. So, how do you feel about Frederick Chauncey Billingsley? We can go by Chauncey if you prefer, or Frederick. Anything, really. I love you.
You get a happy nuzzle of affirmation.
All right. So one of those works. That's great.
I'm just next to 5e going, is this supposed to look like that?
I was under the impression dragons were larger. Though, now
Well,
in
even by
hindsight, I
dragon
understand that it had
standards.
to fit in the egg.
It gets bigger. Much bigger.
I would like to see that.
Yes, as would I, apparently. Oh, I feel tingly in my tummy. I'm so
Do you
sorry.
require an antiemetic?
No. Does anyone have any booze? Thank you. Do as I say, not as I do, Chauncey. It's just shaking and eventually calms down and starts trying to communicate in Draconic with Chauncey.
Nice. I think once you kind of like get the booze out, Tarto does actually come over and kind of nudges you and passes up a silver tube about the size and shape of a cigar. You can add to your equipment something called a cigar of focus. It is a magical item that I added to the campaign.
Thank you. I'll just thank you, Commander. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Wow, that is a dope. That's dope, Tim. Can I read this out?
Sure, if you wish to.
As a bonus action, you light the cigar and begin to inhale the smoke. We don't condone smoking here at the Gilded Roll. For the next 10 minutes, you can add 1d4 to any intelligence, wisdom, or charisma ability check or saving throw. While the cigar is lit, you can also use an action to take a deep draw and finish the entirety of the cigar. If you do so, you can add 3d4 to your next intelligence, wisdom, or charisma ability check or saving throw, and the cigar turns to ash.
Wow.
The total number of cigars smoked per long rest cannot exceed your constitution modifier, minimum 1.
Because smoking is poison!
If you attempt to smoke additional cigars beyond that number, you gain none of the above benefits and must make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw or be poisoned for an hour. Tim,
Oh my god.
can I give you an additional luck? Is that how we're doing it in this game?
No, because I would give you one for the great egg birth too, but
Well,
unfortunately that's not how this works.
Instead, I'll give you a Zoom hug.
Okay.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, I guess, like a non-con blast for 10
Yeah.
minutes, and then, or you can just slam it for a massive boost you need to get something done. So now you understand why she's constantly chain smoking. She's the girl.
What the fuck is her con mod?
Yes.
Very high. Very fucking high.
My con mod is 1.
Her cigars aren't always lit. Sometimes she's just chewing on them.
Okay.
That's just like a 1d2.
For like a quick light.
But is the
She's just
are the
prepared.
sunrods
Yeah.
still lit?
Are the sunrods still lit? That's a deep cut.
That's a 4th edition reference.
Oh god.
Hmm?
Wow, what an emotional day.
You're gonna be a great father.
Thank you. It's not my child, for the record.
You're gonna be a great father.
Okay.
That explains very many things.
Yes, I can't do that.
You can't do what?
Make eggs. Inseminate eggs.
I imagine for 5e, that's like what this just happened is the height of hubris that something has gone from having an outer shell to becoming just soft nothing.
Scales?
I would probably like just gently poke it to see if it's still hard.
Oh my god, no.
It's fairly hard. You can't
You
poke
can't
the soft
just poke
spot.
babies.
I mean, it's scales.
Okay.
What does it say?
That's a very good question. 16, higher than mine.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Nice.
hard.
Higher than
It is-
mine, yeah.
I mean, probably right now it's absolutely newborn, but over the course of the next 8 hours, it'll have proper scales, I'd say.
So how big will it get?
Oh, yes.
will it reach the size of a sun?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, they live in those. We don't really know how old they get because they don't seem to.
How'd you get the egg again?
It's a very long story.
I believe we have a long journey to Hakatha.
Yeah, so, something tells me we have time.
Well, I was a little boy. I always dreamed of being on a ship and shooting things. So, I did that because I'm a Giff. Etc., etc. We were being chased by some. I like to protect things, animals, creatures of all types. Yourself, you.
I'm a thing.
Yes, and I'll protect you.
And you do that with the gun.
Yes, and the sword, and the fist, and the brain, too.
That's good.
But my commander was well, we would there was a Zeraxians who were that had stolen some eggs, nefarious.
What's a Zeraxian?
A bitch. No, sorry. They're it's a nation of elves, space elves. Kevin.
Like Callan.
Well, I hope not.
Different.
Yes,
Different.
different. Different.
I think.
You don't know?
Not really.
Oh. Well.
They've never really been part of like a community of space, like Astral elves. It's
Well,
really
if
just me and
Denounced them in all of their ways, then that's fine. Anyway, but they'd stolen some eggs, and we endeavored to get them back as, well, we don't really know what happened to the parents.
So you kept them.
Things went poorly.
Sideways.
Uh,
believe that's a sign.
everyone died.
That's like upside down at that point.
Right, and this happened on...
The gravity plane will keep us righted.
It's a saying when things go wrong, things go sideways.
But the gravity plane would reorient.
Anyway.
So sideways are sort of... I mean, if we turn, it's still the right way up.
The enemy's gate is down.
The enemy's gate is down. That was Madeline. I was out of character in the voice, though. Anyway, we fought, and we won. I won. But
Congratulations.
everyone died, and the eggs.
Oh no! Did you not save all the eggs?
No,
Is that the only one?
it's the only one I could find. So Chauncey is quite the survivor, and I wasn't sure if Chauncey would hatch.
I'm gonna teach your dragon something very important.
Just
Fist bump.
stares at you.
You're
Don't
lucky.
teach it curse words yet.
No, I'm fist bump. It's not curse word.
It just kind
Fist
of like,
bumping it.
Oh, I just assumed. Sorry.
over your fit. Just anyway, I felt I didn't complete my mission, so I held the egg. And now Chauncey, and I don't remember where Chauncey came from.
Oh, your point of clarification that you don't necessarily know that the Zoraxians stole the eggs.
Ah, okay.
The idea is that they will often take eggs to systems with suns to kind of seed
Got it.
the suns to create new hatcheries essentially for them.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Never mind. They had some eggs, and we were trying to, It's not for one of us to control a dragon. I'll keep you safe, but I'm not controlling Chauncey.
And then Chauncey will protect you.
I hope so. The alternative is not pleasant.
Get a big job, little guy.
Wow. That's our first big follows bot in forever.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh.
Thanks, Jordan.
Come back.
Yeah, we somehow missed all the fucking stupid
The hate raids.
Yeah, the hate raids and the
Even though we've
bots
had
and
the
fucking-
LGBTQ tag forever.
Hi, Big Mac.
Big Mac.
Big Mac.
Big
Hey,
Mac.
big follows.
I was
You're
confused because it's a much
responsible.
longer message than they normally have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually, yeah.
Go
It's
to
very
Doge Hype.
detailed. Yeah.
I am sad it doesn't have big follows in there.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
It's a
I kind
missed
of miss it.
opportunity.
Nostalgic for it.
Yeah.
Nostalgic for bullshit Twitch chat
Yeah.
spam.
Yeah, a little
mean,
bit.
yeah.
A little bit. It was,
Those
it was
were-
the peak of the Twitch
Yeah.
era.
Yeah.
Do you know what
Ah,
I mean?
the good
heyday
old
during the
days.
quarantine.
You know what I miss? The two campaigns absolutely shitting on each other and summoning things in the other campaigns and hopes that they die.
Sure, yeah.
Super fun, especially in the Amber Temple.
That was bullshit. I wholly agree that was bullshit.
I didn't do anything.
No, that was... I'm not gonna name names. Amber Temple's bullshit.
I was gonna say, the other thing I probably should have mentioned, if you wish to sort of, it'll be the first time you're leaving Toril, so you can actually see geographically where the academy is.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So as you're kind of going up, you can see that it's just surrounded by ocean. And as you go up, it's basically just smack bang in the middle of the ocean, in the middle of Toril. It's almost exactly on the equator. Could all roll perception checks for me if you're kind of scrutinizing the
I'm
location.
good at that. Can I use
Ah,
Navigator's Tools proficiency instead?
Activate.
I'm proficient both. It makes no difference.
Yeah. For this is perception.
Why do I have a
I
minus
rolled
one?
hidden for some reason.
Okay. Yeah. I see. So I guess for Henry and 5e,
Oh,
the
shit.
thing that's kind of interesting is quite close to the academy. There's a weird kind of patch of the water that's oddly anonymous. It's just much more calm than the waters around it. It's like the sea's coming up and meeting something, and something is just kind of the sea just isn't as violent in that area, and it's quite a large stretch of space, miles wide. But as you go, you can kind of see there's just this weird, almost perfectly circular, just shape of much calmer sea, probably only half a mile away from the spot where the academy is, which is just this brown rock spire sticking. Yeah, it's just smack bang in the middle of Toril.
I poked my eye trying to look. What are we?
I don't know that any of you would know.
God.
I'm just going to have a look at the map myself. I don't think any of you would know the planet significantly well enough to, planet geography well enough to necessarily figure out anything in particular.
I mean, I don't know the names of places, but
Yeah, it's just-
I know the whole layout of the entire planet because I stared at it for 1,300 years.
This is true. This is true. if that is the case, and I had forgotten that particular point, you would know, Fivine, that at some point in the past there was an island that you could see, and one day it just disappeared.
I'm sure I had to revise all of my rocks very frustratingly.
Yeah, and that was probably about, I don't know, I guess 10 or 15 years before anyone else came to live on the moon. Keep mixing up my words, timeline-wise, not time-wise line.
Time-wise line.
Wise line time.
Nice.
But now at least you know roughly where the academy is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah.
You do not know.
It's in the ocean.
Just see it's
I
right
was
to my
so
mind in the
overwhelmed by the beautiful thing I just witnessed that I don't know which
It's
way is
a
up.
very, very bright sun.
Like it's at least a week's worth of travel from any coast. And that's really weird because you only left the coast 24 hours before you arrived.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's some fuckery going on here. No.
All right, so you are on the Fighty Floundering, and CS themselves is piloting, and Tarto is kind of first officer on board, kind of just keeping it running. It takes just an hour or two to make your way up to the edge of the Tears of Selune, and they kind of bob and weave their way through to find what would otherwise look like another asteroid, but has incredibly weird topography to it. So it's perfectly spherical, but has an opening on the bottom, and then these stone tentacles protruding out of the top. If you look on landing page, you can see an approximation of it. There's a Tyrant ship. They are supposed to look like beholders. Don't necessarily think they do myself, but that's supposed to. A handout too. Just.
Oh, okay.
Dope.
Yeah. That is a Tyrant ship. Tarto explains as you're approaching that this one has previously been explored by Academy staff, but it's been a while. It's been left up there abandoned for a couple of years, and there is a hole blasted in the side for entry. Otherwise, it's kind of perfectly sealed. Because the beholders kind of make them using their disintegration rays. They enter and carve out the inside of an asteroid and turn it into a ship.
Dope.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Shit. That's metal.
So the Flighty Foundling kind of comes up alongside it, not too close because the two ships come in contact. The gravity planes will shift, so it doesn't get too close. But they have something called a jolly boat, which is like a 20-foot, just like a big rowboat, basically.
A space dinghy.
Basically, it will just bob along the gravity plane of your ship until it hits the gravity plane of the other ship, and then you just keep going along, and it will maintain a couple of minutes worth of air if you need to pass through a wild space. Without the overlapping air envelopes which you have. As you get close, your air envelope on the Flighty Foundling changes ever so slightly to just that kind of musty rock smell that you would get from like being in a very dry cavern. Just as your air envelopes merge, the larger one always affects the smaller one. So you're taking on the qualities of the bigger ship. And over the course of the next 20 minutes, Winston, with the help of Team Neutron, begin ferrying over a significant amount of equipment because you are basically going to be on the ship for about a month. Because it's 15 days there, 15 days back, and however long it takes you to find the meteor. So you're going to be gone for at least a month. Yeah. As it's kind of all loaded over into this entrance. It's a wide hole, maybe a 15-foot circle, and you enter into a pitch black space. As I said, these are all carved, also disintegrated, melted rock walls. And I will shove you into that of it.
Tim, you can shove me wherever you want.
Oh my lord.
I guess I need to get some tokens.
It's right there.
Jesus Christ.
Christ.
Time always goes faster when I have a full tummy. What is that quote?
I literally just looked up the calendar to see what day of the week it was so I could figure out what game it was on a Tuesday?
Tuesday.
So you just had dinner, probably.
I don't know. Thanks, Sun Dad.
Thanks,
Talk
Sun
soon.
Dad.
Wait, that was the same day.
I'm activating this. I guess you're being pulled over.
Good.
Hopefully the lighting works.
In
You'd just
that
be
I
seeing
have
a-
no light.
I mean, there's some light.
That's because you have no dark vision.
I have no dark vision.
Oh.
So you are entering into a pitch
Same.
black space. Actually, to be fair, there probably is. Part of the equipment list is
Stream should be able to see through Quelin's dark vision.
Yeah, stream can see through.
Stream can't see through Quelin's dark vision though.
Oh.
When I'm looking at the
Just-
stream, I can see Callan's dark vision
Oh, is that a wall?
because there's only a source of light coming from the outside.
Got it.
That's all you can see.
Oh,
Otherwise, it's
oh.
absolutely pitch black.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, unless I've got his vision wrong, which is
Quelin, just move around a little bit.
oh, I think I do. I have his vision wrong. What is it? 30? No, 60. Right?
Just
60.
60 gem, yeah.
Man, can I be my ranger and have like 300-foot dark vision?
There we go. Now stream can see through Quelin's.
Yeah.
My bad.
So
Now
that,
I can see through my dark vision.
so that will have only affected that token. You'll have to change the prototype token.
Sure, I will do that. And actually, I was dumb and thought because they loaded in, there actually is probably a light source over here from where the other guys came in.
Ooh, I can see a tiny little point of light.
It's 2020, right, for a torch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is a torch set, but that's all the gear already preloaded, where all the crates and stuff are. There are these sort of haphazardly shaped rooms, sort of domed ceilings with these hallways between them. Maybe each room is sort of 20 feet high, 25 feet. As soon as you came in, you can see, like, on the map, there is a huge dark pit that just drops into sheer blackness beneath you, and you kind of have to skirt around into this space. But Team Neutron and Winston kind of set up all the gear you'll need. I will tell you what you have. I'll post it to Foundry, I guess. Yeah, you have 4 climbers kits, 4 hammers, 100 pitons or pythons, 5 100-foot lengths of hempen rope, 2 mess kits, a portable cooking thing which belongs to Winston. It's like a barbecue, like a big grill setup. 3 40-gallon barrels of water, 6 casks of cooking oil, 2 chests containing fresh food stuff, 120 ration packs, 5 lanterns with continual flame cast on them, firewood, and 10 potions of
Cool.
and that's kind of all the provisions you've had. You would know from looking at that you only have enough fresh water to get you to Hakatha, and when you're there, you will need to replenish the water supply that you have.
I mean, they've got a whole, like, accretion disc of water, so it's fine. We
Yeah,
can
so
resupply.
Hakatha,
So
you
you
probably
just
would
hold
have you would have learnt in your geography classes. It's basically, I think it's a 2,000-mile tall spire
Mhm. Something like that.
with just a disc of water around it.
Yeah, I do not understand that planet even when
Am I allowed to look up art of that planet because I sense dope?
I have a hand eye.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, I was going to save it for when we got.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'll wait.
In my notes
just
from
sounds
last
dope.
session, I have the planet is dumb. It's a disc of water with a single pillar of rock.
That's cool though.
Leave the planet alone. What did the planet ever do?
Should I light something? I mean, Kellen's fine, but the rest of us aren't.
Yes.
I mean, we also have the lanterns that have the continual flame, right? That's a thing that exists.
This is the wonky one I've made for the thing, but you get the point. This is the wonky one I've made to go behind
Ooh.
the landing page when you actually get there. But that's what it will look like.
God, it's dope looking though.
Yeah, that's really fucking neat.
You can see where I've had to Photoshop out the front of the ship because it was going to poke into the So you're seeing all the behind the scenes bullshit I've had to do when you see it. But that's what it would look like. You would know from geography lessons.
Is there anything under the disc?
No.
Oh.
No.
What the
So
fuck?
it makes no sense at all. And also because it's always permanently facing the sun, so you'd love it.
Okay.
Also, like,
thanks,
how does the
Hatter.
water
Yeah,
not,
thank
like...
you, Hatter.
Evaporate and go
Thank
out.
you.
How thick is that disc of water?
I believe it's only a couple of miles.
Oh, okay. But it's miles, not like
Yeah.
inches.
And the thing is, the gravity plane cuts through
Hi,
it, so it's
baby.
actually a double
Come here.
disc of water with the gravity plane in the middle of it.
Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah,
Hi.
yeah. So you could, like, drown
Go ahead, bite.
without, like...
Bite.
How would you...
Do bite. Do bite.
Ugh.
Where you go, you're kind of, like, swimming against gravity. Yeah. And even...
We all got cheers from
Yeah,
how
Hatter.
does
Thanks, Hatter.
Thank you, Hatter.
Yes,
Thanks,
thank you so
Hatter.
much.
Thank you.
Enjoy a
Updated
dog.
for everybody. Everybody should be updated already.
Enjoy a dog. Hello. Hello. Love me. God, she looks dumb right now. Hello. Okay, get down.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
But Winston and Team Neutron basically busy their time setting up base camp. You guys are kind of free to explore your leading this mission.
Aaron,
You
thanks
know
for the
you-
Steffi treat.
Oh my god, why is there a Steffi
it.
tree button? Is it because I'm a bitch?
It is now.
It is now.
I want a Steffi tree.
Oh my god.
I woke up thirsty, okay.
Drink water.
I chose violence.
You know you need to install a spelljamming helm on the command deck, which
Was not in our list of equipment.
you have one. Is a fairly new shiny chair actually, in the sort of red and gold style of the Spelljammer Academy. You probably haven't seen any of the Spelljammer houses that look like this. It looks like a very new, freshly acquired Spelljamming helm. You would know roughly that the command deck is accessed by going down one of several access tubes, so the holes in the ground that descend down. And it's an interesting layout because when you descend down one of these access tunnels, the gravity plane cuts through it.
No.
So you would climb halfway down the tube, and then when you get to halfway point, you have to then begin climbing up the tube.
I don't like it.
I similarly do not like it.
But kind of like feel free to, you can treat it like a board game if you want on the map, or you can just say what you're going to do. But you basically are free to explore this Tyrant ship at your leisure.
I would like to hold a lantern. I can't see jack.
Yeah, I keep moving, expecting to
See new things.
see new things, and then I can't see any new things.
Right, so
I get dark vision. Fuck boys.
Jesus.
Fuck boys.
Jordan
I
also
mean,
chose violence.
we probably need one more for the camp, so I'll put that in here, and then there are 3 left. So I think if each, no, 2 left.
Do we? I just want to take stuff.
I
Can we
mean,
take stuff?
What do you mean? What is there to take?
I don't know.
All right then.
I just want to know what's in it.
We could
But
find
Helen, as you proceed down into that room and look down the hallway, you can see there appear to be barred doors. And when I say barred doors, I mean doors that are barred. I mean doors that
Of course,
are
for
made
me,
out of
because I'm a
bars.
bard.
barred doors.
They
Barred
look
doors.
like prison cell doors, the standard, typical vertically aligned metal bars.
There's an air envelope in here, right? Like this is.
Yeah. There's
okay.
air in here. It's not fouled or anything. It's just a bit stale because it's kind of
This-
just been left.
Just asking because I have a lamp and oil, so I was gonna light my own and carry light with me.
Sure. Oh. Moving your character.
It's still weird to me that Warforged don't have dark vision.
Is it 2020 for a lantern, or is it what is the?
What does it say?
Is it a hooded or bullseye
It just says lamp.
Lamp is something different. That's 1530.
1530, yeah.
Oof. Wait. Bright light for 15 feet and dim light for an additional 30
Sorry.
feet. So
God damn the fucking
1545. Well, that's weird.
yeah, that is weird.
wording.
Okay. All right. Let me just do that.
And then there's bullseye and hooded lanterns, which are a 60-foot cone of bright 60, and then another 60 dim, and then hooded is 30 and 30.
I'm just carrying like a end table lamp around with me.
Yeah.
And yes, you can see in this hallway there are, I think it's 5 doors. Each of them seem to have bars as doors into these smallish looking cells. One of them seems to have a decomposed, vaguely humanoid corpse.
Oh, no.
And it kind of slumped up against the wall, like with its legs splayed out. There's a patch of straw that it was clearly using as a bed when it was alive. It's kind of just slumped up against the wall. Looks fairly desiccated.
Yum.
And that's kind of extra cells, and then more room. And then at the end
The
of
light
that.
ran away from me.
Keep up.
At the end of that hallway, you just see another one of those drops into the darkness. So I think you've seen three holes that are all of equal size and manufacture.
Do they kind of like undulate because of the spheres that were disintegrated out of them?
Yeah, a little bit. You get like the rivel, like the rivulated. That's not a word, is it?
I get the meaning, even if it's not an actual word.
Rivulet. That's not what I mean. Maybe I do, but yeah, it's got a ripple effect on the walls where it's being carved.
I guess we go down a hole.
I guess.
So, the gravity plane intersects this tunnel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so we could just slide down, and then the momentum will carry us out the other end. It's like digging a hole to China and just jumping down. Like you'll just perfectly
Exactly.
land on your feet in China.
Well, I mean, I was thinking we could jump and at least hit gravity 0.
While
And
this
maybe we only have to-
conversation is happening, I land my belly on my shield and just go.
You're just gonna go flying down this vertical shaft.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna go great.
Hideg is shot out into space.
I mean, cool.
I've been thinking about how to adjudicate this for ages, and now I didn't think you'd ever be stupid enough to do it. So I know how to actually think about it. Because yeah, I guess there's not like solid surface to cause actual falling damage. But I don't know physics well enough to know that if you fall and then the plane of gravity drops, you have enough momentum to continue out. Like I don't know how that works.
So if the amount of time that you're accelerating and the amount of time that you're decelerating past the gravity plane are equivalent, then you actually won't reach the other end because of air resistance, because you lose speed to gravity and air resistance. You lose speed to air resistance as you're accelerating and as you're decelerating, so you wouldn't actually make it to the other end if both are the same length. If the deceleration portion is shorter, then the math gets really complicated.
Okay. For the sake of argument, let's say they're the same length.
Then you'll get like 80% of the way up the next shaft.
So, Hideg, if you go a light source with you to see as you're doing this, you're just doing yourself. Yeah, so you go you barrel down into this hole, I guess. And yeah, you get this really weird feeling halfway where your like tummy flips and you feel really disorientated because now you're like flying upwards. And I guess you come to a point where you can see above you an exit to the hole, and there's kind of the light that goes so far. You probably see a faint glimpse of a dome ceiling before you then begin to fall back into the halfway point of this gravity plane, and are just kind of now like bobbing in midair, like maybe like tumbling ass over end, because it's like as your weight shifts, one half is so far into the other gravity plane and you kind of do a roll, it must be like the worst seasickness.
I got sick just fucking listening to that description. Fuck.
Yeah, I just realized crossing a gravity plane would be
deeply
incredibly
especially if you're
unpleasant.
doing it slowly.
Ugh.
Yeah, doing
Because
it
all of a
slow.
sudden, half of the contents of your stomach are at the top, and the other half are at the bottom.
It's like you go up and then your head, because that's quite heavy, wants to like tip forward. It must be a really weird sensation.
Not to mention your sinuses too. Any fluid-filled anything.
Yeah.
How do you not just constantly vomit every time you pass a?
I'm sure we did for a month, and now
That's
we're
what the
used to
training
it.
is
Yeah,
for.
that's the training. That's what simulations are for, among other things.
Right.
But you are familiar with the fact that you are now bobbing in a gravity plane. Very smooth walls either side of you, so there's no real way to like. Even though there's rivet, there's not enough like for hand holding. But yeah, you're just kind of bobbing in a gravity plane now.
And both directions are up.
Yeah.
Did you have Light with you?
Yes. Yeah.
How far down is he?
Actually, I need to just check the size of the ship.
I am the stone that you cast light on before dropping it into a thing. It's me. I'm the stone.
I will.
Probably only
You
about
are as
50
bright
feet.
as the
Oh, okay, great.
Okay.
So you can see down there, but there's obviously a period of darkness between the two. You can see Hideg bobbing.
I will wrap a piece of. I will give Chauncey a piece of rope, which they will then grab with their mouth and tell them to go fly down to.
Do they have the ability to fly?
They do and they don't.
What does it actually say?
Wait, do they have a fly speed?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But like they can hover, maybe. I don't know.
It's like Knuckles. He can't actually fly.
Like-
He just glides and hovers.
In RP, there's no way. Solar dragons don't have legs.
Oh.
Oh, it gets a fly speed at 7.
Oh.
Drat.
So it can't do that.
I mean,
So
we
it-
could just
it
throw
probably
rope
just-
down to you either way.
Yeah.
It probably like hovers like an inch off the ground and kind of just uses its fins to kind of just
Right.
push itself around, but it
Aw.
doesn't.
It
have
hasn't
a
figured
fly
out how
speed
to use the spectral wings yet. They're just there for
Yeah,
show
yeah,
at the
yeah.
moment.
They're just little tiny like Nemo fins right now, and then
Right.
they'll like burst into bigger coronal projections later.
Dope.
Anyway, I'll drop a piece of rope that should, in theory, fall down to you.
Yeah, you have
It's how
500 feet of hemp rope,
Yep.
so you can do that. So Hideg, get a piece of rope, falls down this hole.
Get me out of here!
Heave! Yeah, how? Oh, God.
I am bouncing back and forth with my own vomit. Get me out of here!
You're just being orbited by penguin vomit. It's just a bunch of fish bones.
I just realized I was playing 2 adorable little bird characters.
Yep.
I don't have a type, you do.
It's either Wednesday Adam or Tiny Animal. There's no in between.
Or Henry Cavill.
Oh god, fucking Helios is barely Henry Cavill.
But he was kind of Tiny Animal, though.
It's true. He's a 5-foot-tall satyr.
He was Klaus.
I mean, I know that. He started as Henry Cavill.
Sex fiend. Tiny adorable
Wait,
thing.
started as Henry Cavill?
He was, yeah, she was going for Geralt,
And
and
then-
then found that it's really, really boring to roleplay Geralt.
Yeah.
The first 2 sessions were me saying fuck, and then I'm like, cool, I'm not having fun.
He had the aesthetics. He had the aesthetics of Geralt, but
Yeah.
the temperament of.
But the personality of Dylan.
Klaus from Umbrella
Haven't-
Academy.
Oh, that Klaus.
Yeah.
Not the other Klaus.
Mm-mm.
That
No.
man in leather trousers. My God.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I love him dearly.
Anyway, so we need to find a way to get a rope all the way through this tunnel, fix it at both ends, so that you can slide down and then climb up.
Pop to the bathroom. But you
Do we have any way to propel ourselves past?
I can have a climb speed.
You have a climb speed?
I can have a climb speed.
Oh! I mean, that's useful.
We also have climbers kits.
Right.
I don't have any shapes of the climb speed.
Alright, so
Well-
while I'm down here,
You've seen a spider.
Yeah, they're not big enough to carry a rope.
someone throw me down a climber's kit. And while I'm bouncing back and forth with this fucking rope and my own vomit, I'll put on the things for the climber's kit, attach myself to a wall, and then keep climbing up.
We just pull you up, and then you do that whole jumping thing again. You propel yourself most of the way back up the other side. You have less to climb.
if one of us were to launch you into
Right.
the hole,
That's
you
what
would have
right.
additional momentum that would allow you to get out the other side.
All right, I climb back up. Someone fastball special me, and hopefully I don't run into a cloud of my own puke.
Who's the strongest?
I think it's you.
I mean, purely by virtue of a racial trait?
I mean, I can also fastball special someone because I am strong.
Yeah.
Kellen, I think you just got volunteered.
I got voluntold.
I'm large.
Do you
Actually,
have
I'm medium.
strength though?
Yes.
Yeah. Me too.
Why the hell would I need more
Just
strength?
pick you up.
I too am large. They got rid of the Warforged subraces though, so I can't be Juggernaut, which
Nope.
gets
Strength.
the
The build.
character. Yeah,
Who am I
powerful build.
launching down this hole?
Kellen is the lightest of all of us, other than you.
Also, Kellen can see.
That also is helpful.
Yeah.
Well, let me just leave my lamp up here.
Oh, I'll take that. Thank you.
I'm going to cast guidance on myself.
So he's standing back up, and you're basically launching Callan down the tunnel.
So
Yeah,
that he has
so-
additional momentum
So he doesn't have
for
to climb
crossing
as
the
far.
gravity plane.
Okay. If that's what you're doing, I guess make an athletics check for me for throwing Callan down a hole.
Just spiking Kellen.
Yeah, no, I jump up and then just all the way down. Athletics. Yeah.
I love how you look
Okay.
over
I will
at the
have
TV
put
to
the
see-
climber's kit on so that I can try and grab the wall on the other side if I don't quite make it out the other end.
Okay. So Callan, as you kind of weird sensation because you'll feel like you're plummeting really, really fast, and then there's a point where that flip happens, and all of a sudden you're like the sensation goes completely the other way, and you feel like you're now. It's just a bizarre feeling, I would imagine, at that speed.
I think I would have had him throw me head first
Oh
in
god.
preparation for the flip so that I'm facing
Grabbing
the
onto-
correct way.
So you very quickly see the edge of that hole on the other side approach you, and as you kind of just like fly over it, just 5-10 feet as you kind of exit that, you look down and you see a line of blue glyphs lights up around the edge of the tunnel,
Oh no.
and you land on the other side, no problem. But everybody begins to feel a very strange sensation as the ship begins to rotate. And it very quickly picks up speed and begins to spin. We're going to roll initiative just to
no.
determine how things are going to happen in turn order.
Kellen, what have you done? It was entirely Kellen's fault. Jordan, you have guidance for your initiative check.
I have guidance for a check of my choice in the next minute.
Oh, I didn't know it was of your choice.
Cute.
Right. Target can roll a d4 and add the number.
Oh my god. Killing it.
Do I need to click begin combat, or can I? No, I can wait for you guys to roll.
Fuck my character with.
Yeah, I don't know where you are. You're in the dark somewhere.
I can't even see myself in.
Oh, you're all the way back here?
I can pull you. Oh no, I had everyone selected.
That's
What have I done?
That's me. There
I am going to add the d4 to my initiative.
Select. I can pull. Oh,
Well, that
that's
was
not my.
a horrid roll. I can't see jack diddle shit. Oh, I have a
Yeah,
wave
I think
now, right?
I tried to pull you,
Yeah.
and then it just like something weird happened.
Ooh.
If you click and drag me.
I think he's in a wall now.
Yeah, I'm in a wall. now.
Okay,
You'll have to
fun,
just
fun,
click and
fun.
drag, not.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're in a wall.
Ooh.
Now we can see the wall.
I am the wall.
Where is that?
Be the wall.
I think I've done something dumb. Let me just put you back in as a different token. My apologies.
Also, I just realized we don't have Fog of War on this map. That's why it feels so dark. It's because things we've seen before
Oh.
don't stay lit.
Okay.
Okay, I can put Fuggle back on. I think I was playing with it, and it was showing too much of the map when I was doing it.
Mm.
So I can put Fuggle back on. Fog Exploration.
Yep.
I just don't know how much it was revealing of the map. When I looked at your individual tokens, it was showing more than I wanted it to. But actually, seems to be fine now.
So yeah, it's always a little weird when you're trying to figure out how it works. as the DM because it's trying to show you DM things.
Okay.
So usually I'll just pick a random player. Usually it ends up being Amber because her name is alphabetically first, and I'll just log in as them and fiddle.
Okay. And for Quelin, I guess I'm gonna have to drag you to a different screen. Oh, except I can't see when I select your tokens. This is gonna be fun for me. Maybe I'll just
I
put
think
another one
I think
somewhere
that's an
else.
option you can disable.
What?
As the GM, when you select a token, it doesn't restrict your vision. Ooh.
Darkness.
Imprisoning me.
All that I see.
Vision is 60-30? No, what is it for dark vision?
60-0.
It's 60, yeah.
There's 60 and dim 0.
Yep.
Apologies.
You're good.
Modes for vision.
Make a drink quick.
Over here.
I
So
didn't
Jordan, you
update the
should
tab.
have a different token now.
Yes, I see a different token in like this area.
Told you.
And now you need to reroll
reroll.
initiative.
If you had one, let me know. I can put it in there.
It's 15.14. I did use my guidance for that.
Who?
Change. 15. Okay. Begin combat, I guess. So at the top of the round, I would like each of you to roll a DC. Well, I don't say, but a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
As the ship is now spinning
Steph, you gotta
wildly,
make a
forcing
dex
you
save.
against
Oh,
walls.
fuck. I thought I had
Um,
time.
Uh-huh.
I thought I
And
had
occasionally,
time.
like, we'll just stop and shift and go
That's
the other
fine.
way.
Dex
It's
save.
wildly rotating.
I rely on my wild shapes for physical ability scores.
I have advantage on dex saves.
I
Oh,
rely on my
that's a fact.
modifier that failed me.
I mean, you can see that the thing is moving.
Yeah. So I have advantage.
Tim?
Sure?
Okay.
Sure.
Wee!
Wow!
Luck. Fuck this. Luck.
Holy shit.
Fuck this
Yeah,
luck.
actually, I'm gonna look. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Do it. Make it better.
There we go.
It's not much better.
I mean, luck doesn't, like, if you have advantage and you luck, you don't have advantage on
but
the
I have
luck roll.
advantage on all dex saves.
But this isn't a dex save
Oh.
at this point, this is just rolling a d20.
That's the first number anyway, so it's fine, right?
But
Okay.
for the future.
For Henry and Hideg, unfortunately, you are unable to catch yourselves in time and take 6 bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone
Ow.
Ow.
as the spinning really knocked you off your
Ow.
feet, literally.
That's not supposed to happen.
Ow, ow.
Quelin at the top, you're probably already prone from being thrown, but you look up, you are in another vaguely spherical chamber, and with your dark vision, you can see all manner of instruments on the walls up here, and what looks like a large circular, it's like a submarine hatch with a circular wheel on it, like set in the middle of the floor. And then, yeah, you can just see other chambers on your side, but you can see there are all manners of like instruments, levers, buttons, panels, just on pretty much every wall in that central chamber.
I would like to. I assume the climber's kit has pitons,
Yeah.
whatever with it.
Yeah,
I would like to affix the rope to the floor or something. Just
Sure.
attach it somewhere so that it's
Mm-hmm.
sturdy.
Yep, you can do that. You can spend an action securing the rope.
Yep, I will do that, and then I'll call back down the hole that the rope is secure. And then I'm going to back up from the hole. I'll stand up and then like just move away
Okay,
from the hole.
no problem.
And that's going to be my turn.
All right, Henry.
I guess
You're
I'll.
prone,
Yeah.
spinning wildly.
Can I stand up?
Yeah, you can stand up.
Okay. And you said spinning wildly?
Yeah, the room is spinning, so
Right.
sometimes it will just change rotation and go the other way.
Got it.
It's always on the same axis in terms of only being pushed up against walls rather than going up and down.
Okay.
But it is rotating wildly on that central axis.
Yeah, I mean, can I get to the rope that Quelin just threw down?
Sure. Yeah. You probably secured it on this end before.
Yeah.
I give it this. You can do that.
So I'll try to get up to Quelin, I suppose.
Okay. What are you climbing down the rope? Or are you throwing yourself?
I'm gonna climb down the rope.
Okay.
It somehow seems safer.
Are you like dashing down the rope? Or are you very carefully?
I'm gonna very carefully. It doesn't seem to be a rush at the moment. I'll just gravity myself.
Okay. Fine, no problem. You can do that. You can begin to descend down the rope.
That's all of, I guess 10 feet because I only have 15 feet left and it takes me 5 to get there.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. Hideg.
I'm going to proceed to do the same. Stand up and carefully go.
Nope.
Oh, I get yeeted, but you guys are to carefully go.
Yeah.
You volunteered to be yeeted.
I think he was voluntold.
Tomato, tomato.
Yes.
5e. What would you like to do?
I'm still on my feet, so I'm just gonna dive in the hole. Just head first.
Okay.
And then attempt to catch the rope, like at the apex of wherever the hell gravity takes me.
Okay. Do you want to make a check to see if you can grab that rope? I will accept sleight of hand, acrobatics, or athletics. Either of
Well,
those.
I suck at all of those, so I'm gonna cheer.
That's what.
What?
Wow.
Holy shit.
Oh,
you
so
have a
it's
minus
double
one from-
zeros. That's insane.
Oh my god.
You have a modifier
Exhaustion?
from, exhaustion.
I don't have exhaustion anymore, though.
No, you wouldn't.
Okay.
But you have 2 nat ones, however. So you entirely miss the rope.
Oh my god.
And you just go hurtling up. You can still see that like line of bright blue bliss kind of there. And then you drop, and then you're like sitting in that weird gravity plane, just bobbing, feeling probably pretty sorry for yourself. You probably smashed your head, rocked around a bit.
Okay, guys, coast is clear. Any time now.
On the way!
You're currently unaffixed and very disorientated.
Yeah. So presumably that means prone.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much movement did it take to dive, like 10 feet to get to the hole.
Yeah.
You should probably. There you go. So like 10 feet to get there, 15 feet to right myself, and then I'll dash and start climbing.
I
Okay.
didn't put a thing on mine. Let me do that.
No problem.
So that's like another 15 feet. So I'm 65 feet down the tunnel, I guess.
I would
Sure.
match.
Ah!
At the top of the round,
It didn't go as well. as I
everybody
hoped.
needs to make another dexterity saving throw. Henry
Swear to
and
God.
Hideg can do so with advantage. 5e with disadvantage, unfortunately, because you're failed. I know it doesn't like, but because you
Oh
fucked up
my
so
God.
badly, you have disadvantage on the check.
Fucking...
And Quelin, it's just a straight roll.
I'm gonna cheer it to make it a straight roll.
We are killing it.
Fuck! I wasted a cheer.
That's, yeah.
So Henry, you're fine.
Thank God.
Who am I waiting to roll? Hideg? No, you've rolled.
I rolled.
Is there someone missing?
No,
there's
that's
all 4 of
4.
you. I'm just dumb. Everyone else is going to take 5 more bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone yet again.
Does that knock me off the rope, or am I just like kind of dangling?
Yeah, you're just. This is where the disadvantage is coming into it. You basically just your grip is not good on that rope. You're just kind of thrashing
God.
in that tunnel, unable to really keep your bear. You're pouring very well. As the other 2 very carefully hand over foot racing against walls as they go. Whereas you just wee, ping 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 ping.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to think that parts
Ow.
of your armor light up as you connect with the tunnel.
Pinball
Yeah.
machine.
Ding, ding,
Ding,
ding.
ding, 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 ding. You got little bioluminescence in your
Uh-huh.
item.
And those glyphs at the top are point values.
I'm gonna say bioluminescence is canon now.
Yep.
No, let's not do that. That
No.
seems like it's gonna bite me.
It's a 1-inch. Yeah, that's probably a problem. You can turn it
Hal,
off.
what would you like to do?
I'll stand up. So is this wall? Is there like controls or something along that wall?
Yeah. Pretty much every wall in the central chamber seems to be covered in controls of some description.
Can I look at them and try and stop the spinning?
Sure. So I will give you a choice. You can either just attempt to blindly, stop flicking switches, and you will have a 1 in 10 chance to successfully find the thing you're looking for. Or you can do a full investigation, which is an investigation or arcana check this turn, and only next turn you will find the button.
Are these things labeled in some language that I can't read?
No, not at all.
Cool.
Fucking beholders.
Jordan was like, because I would like to read every language.
Because I would like to read every language.
No, it's really weird. There is not a single instruction, not a word, nothing.
Oh, good.
What
Love
language do
that.
beholders speak?
Abyss.
Is it deep speech?
They have deep speech.
Because they're aberrations?
Maybe.
But yeah, you can either do a 1 in 10 check to see if you can just lock it out and pick the right thing to hit, or you can spend this turn investigating to auto success on your next.
I will spend this turn investigating.
Okay, so roll me an investigation or an arcana check, please.
I'm going to cheer this. And we're going to roll investigation. 18.
Okay. Unfortunately,
Oh no.
that is insufficient to
Oh
find
no.
what you are looking for. You cast around at the walls. You see maybe 5 or 6 different panels that have a similar blue glow to the runes, like the glyphs, but you have no clue right now which one's the one.
Start pulling.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next turn. I guess that's it for me.
Yep. Henry.
Yeah. Oh, I have to. Okay. I guess I'll keep moving up slowly, carefully, steadily. I'm imagining Chauncey has no problem with the change in gravity and is just rotating their body.
Probably, yeah.
Thanks, that one guy.
Yeah, so you probably at this point made it to the part where the gravity plane shifts and have just begun to ascend.
Okay. So that'd be another.
Unless you wish to dash.
If I dash, would I be able to get to the top? How? It's 100 feet?
100 feet total.
The whole tunnel is 100 feet, so it's 50 feet to the center. So you've probably at this point dropped, because you had 10, 15 feet, and then your
Right.
full movement to move carefully down. And now at this point, you're going to start climbing up. So, you've gotten to the central point right now. If you want to dash, you can maybe move half your speed up, but you may have, negated your advantage remaining attached to a rope by doing so because you're hurrying.
Yeah.
You can do it careful and slowly, or quickly and dangerously.
I'm gonna stick with. I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna drop and try to do what 5e tried to do at the point where I was. So I was about 10, 15 feet,
Yep.
right? Could
Yeah,
I
if
just
you're
slide
top
along
of the
rope?
turn, if you want to just drop, you can do, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. 5e is currently in the tunnel
On the rope.
on the rope, so...
Yeah, I'll try to catch
you just-
myself before that. Never.
Hey.
That seems. If 5e's, I didn't know. I thought you were on the other side for some reason.
I'm on the opposite end of the gravity plane. I'm 15 feet from it.
Got it.
But,
All right, then I'll just slowly climb and be safe and smart and not
Okay,
do the fun thing.
sure. You are considered braced for the purpose of...
Great.
Okay.
Cool. That's
continue
all I
carefully
got.
climbing, alright?
Yeah.
Hideg.
I'll do that too.
Okay. It's a braced. 5e.
absolutely rush it. Dash up the fucking
Okay.
rope.
Okay. So you will have disadvantage on your next check again.
That gets me a whopping 30 feet.
Why have you not turned into a spider yet?
I only have very few wild shapes.
Because gritty realism.
You're no longer in a simulation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean,
So
That's why I haven't
resources
raged
now
yet.
mean
Judicious with-
things.
death by gravity feels bad. So
That's why I haven't raged yet either.
That's why I need to get up there so I can help Quelin.
sure.
So imagine if you're about 15 feet in your movement, you're probably at the top of that.
I'm at 95 feet down the tunnel, so I'm like there but not out?
Well, you'd already gone through, so you were already like 15 feet up into it. So your movement and a dash, you would be like I suppose your climbing speed there would be half the witness, but you're
Yep.
probably at the lip.
Yeah.
So you're like there, like holding onto the very edge, climbing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okie top of the round. So again, as it was, advantage for Henry and Hideg, disadvantage for 5e, and straight roll for
Motherfucker!
Helen.
I'm gonna
God
use
damn
that,
it!
cheer. Thanks, Matt.
Hello.
Don't think it helped.
Oh my god, my rolls. Unfortunately, there's another 6 damage for 5e and Hideg.
Ow.
But Helen and Henry smashing it.
Ow.
What'd you say, 5?
6.
6.
Jeez.
Yeah,
God
I rolled
fucking-
6. I rolled 6, 5, and 6 on the damage,
Fuck!
and yeah, knocked prone for those that failed as well.
Oh, I
Okay,
didn't account for that.
Helen.
Oh shit, I didn't account for that either.
What? Prone?
Well, you're kind of on a rope, so it's very difficult to.
To be prone?
Yeah. But like I didn't
So,
have
I
my
mean,
movement.
prone doesn't
For
mean like
5e,
you're laying on
yeah.
your stomach. It just means you have to spend some of your movement to right yourself.
Alright,
Yeah,
so I have
sure.
to fix.
So, yeah, I would have been 10 feet lower on the rope then.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Slow and
Okay.
steady.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think.
I know I didn't hit the threshold to get an automatic success, but I've identified some of the switches that are glowing.
Yeah, so I will now say if you want, you can try a 1d6 of
That's
these 6
better,
panels
and-
you can see blowing to just try and smack something.
Everybody hold on.
You've eliminated 4 possibilities.
Everybody, hold on!
Oh no. I'm not holding on.
Hold on to your butts. What? You find a small silver lever and you smack it up, and immediately the ship just spinning slows down. You find the exact thing you needed tucked away at the bottom of one of these panels, surrounded by a blue light source. Yeah, you get it, man. Well done.
I throw up again.
You solved my spinning trap.
I'm dripping obsidian.
I'm nearly bloody too, yeah.
Well, that was fun.
I'm gonna go back over. That's just my action. I'm gonna go back over and look into the hole. Where the hell is everybody?
Hello.
I'm like right
It's like-
there.
Fling you guys over there if that's what you wish.
Henry's upside down repelling, I think, right now. From you. Like you're staring at my gooch.
Oh, you're on top of each other. Oh.
Well, not
But
anymore.
yeah, if that's what you wish to do, you can continue up into this central
Yeah.
dome up here.
It sure is looking like we're gonna need to rope a bunch of these sorts of tunnels. Like there's a lot of these vertical quote unquote tunnels around in the ship.
There's a lot of tunnels. I
Mhm.
think it's because beholders don't have to, walk.
Yeah. Chauncey doesn't have to walk. Sort of. Yeah, sort of.
No. Wait, I just real I have a climb speed shape. It's a mountain goat. I was looking for ape because I was like ape is the climb speed
Yes,
shape.
that's spider.
Yeah.
Yeah, but spiders can't carry ropes.
But we
They're
don't
too
You
need
can
it.
just
small.
use like a regular small like capuchin monkey. Also,
I don't think 5e has ever seen a monkey.
We went to
you spent some time in Chol. You went a day in Chol.
I
You've
was
definitely
fascinated with
seen-
dinosaurs because they're the closest
Ah.
thing to like they are approaching carcinization.
If you like dinosaurs, then you like dragons.
Sure, dragons aren't beasts though. I can't turn into those.
No, I'm just saying. Don't poke my dragon, you know.
Would you like to climb around and
I feel like I should probably wild shape into a mountain goat and carry ropes through these fucking tunnels.
Oh, you don't want to just throw me again?
I mean, if you'll...
That seems
It was-
to have gone
no,
poorly last time.
if you can find the right lever again, if that happens again, then yeah.
It's this one right here.
Oh god.
Oh, yes, I wouldn't have seen that. Clever.
People know what these things are without labeling them.
What would you like to do now?
Label the lever.
Fix the
that.
spinny lever.
While Quelin is labeling the lever, what would everyone else like to be doing?
I guess I'm gonna turn into a mountain goat and start taking ropes through
Yeah, I'll start
holes.
Tying ropes to ends.
Okay.
I'm
The-
trying to
the-
not throw up.
Can we just talk about what it looks like for a mountain goat to make its way down one of these tunnels and then up the other side? Because
Confusion.
mountain goats can climb like 85-degree slants.
I'm imagining it's just like a series of like weird jumps, like
Yep.
just kicking off, like up and you can.
Yeah, just triangle kicking
Yeah.
all the way up with a rope in my mouth.
So
Ain't got no
roll
feelings.
roll a 1d4 for me.
Oh god.
So over the course of the next 3 hours, rather than the 2d4 it would have been without you being a goat, you are able to secure all these tunnels with ropes, and you can bring the Spelljammer helm up without any.
So slight problem with it taking 3 hours is my wild shape only lasts an hour.
But it's with you effectively setting all the ropes up, getting that job done super quickly. Then they
Got
can all be secured with pythons by going up and down the rope just over the course of.
Okay.
Shorten this from a 2d4 job to a 1d4 job by doing a lot of the headwork at the beginning. You've shortened that task.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I forgot I had mountain goat. Or rather, I forgot that was why I had mountain goat.
Yeah, you're able to set up the Spelljammer helm. That's what you wish to do.
Mm.
Command center. It is up here. There doesn't seem to be anything in this place. There's just empty carved stone rooms, and just in that central chamber, as you can see, there are all these panels with levers and buttons and all sorts of things that make no sense. And in the center, where on the map you can see a hole, it's not a hole. There is a circular door with a wheel for opening and shutting.
Okay. I would like to ask Quelin, while maybe the rest of us are setting up ropes, can you figure out how everything works here? Maybe label it. Maybe turn on the lights. It's really dark in here.
Yeah, I can spend while everyone else is working on ropes, I can start going over buttons and levers and switches and knobs and.
Do you
Sure.
accidentally press one of them and there's like rainbow lights and it's like, it's my birthday!
Fireworks.
Yeah.
They were saving that one for someone's birthday, damn it.
I have a Beholder NPC whose pseudonym is DJ Eyestalks.
DJ Eyestalks.
Yeah, he is an MC at a nightclub.
That's in the gay wild, right?
Yep. I have an interdimensional club I created called the Gay Wild.
Yep.
The DJ Eyestalks, I think he used to be called Arathok the Terrible. And then turns out he was, because my PC used to be on like a D&D television show, and he was our biggest fan, and we didn't know. And then when we went to defeat him, he was like, "Oh, but I love you guys."
I can't
We're like,
fight
well,
you.
we're not going to fight you. Just come and join the club. So he did. So now we have a Beholder DJ in our club.
So it's his birthday.
Yeah, it's his birthday. A disco ball comes down. It's great.
It's got little eye stalks on it like a beholder.
Yeah. And also the other thing is where the tunnels you come up out of, you can also see they keep ascending above you, further up into the ship. But you are on the command deck now, where you're instructed to listen.
Okay. So yeah, got the spell jamming helm up here.
Okay. Downstairs, the others are like the landing area they made is in disarray as all the shit was flying against one wall and then the other, but nothing seems to be significantly broken.
Right.
And everyone seems to be fine down there. A couple of bruises. Vina probably has a black eye at this point. But otherwise, everything seems fine. You can attach the spell jamming helm. Winston suggests that you take maybe 6-hour shifts between the 5 of you that are capable of piloting, with one taking a day off of that. So it's, you know, four slots a day, but there are 5 of you, so each day one of you won't have to pilot at all.
Is it just the 4 of us and Micken?
Yep.
Oh.
He's the only one on their team. That's why he can't join our team.
Yep.
Fred
need him
can't
to
cast
see
spells?
I don't believe so. I don't think Plasmoid get. I have to check now. Just to make me a liar. I don't.
I don't know why. I just assumed Fred was like bardish.
Unsure what Pafred is.
I
Has not really
assumed
been determined.
monk.
Perfred doesn't even know what Perfred is.
I could see monk. Yeah.
Potentially.
Like arms just come out of the.
Yeah, they don't have any
Body.
spellcasting capabilities at all. So.
Oh god. Plasmoid astral self. And your astral arms are just more plasmoid.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you're happy with that, you now have we'll cover the next 10 days of effectively a downtime week. If you wish to perform downtime activities, you can, but you won't have the boost of being in the academy, so it only counts as 1 week instead of 2, except probably for 5e and Hideg. If you want to continue running 3 Cream, Quicklit is here.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm here.
So I will say that for those you can consider. Actually, having said that, Winston will be proficient in Smith's tools and firearms, so you can all actually consider it 2 weeks.
Hey.
Okay.
You have
Hell.
instructors here.
I guess that's what we're doing.
Inadvertently.
Yep, inadvertently. So yeah, you that familiar red-blue shift as you enter into spelljamming speed, and the ship begins to make its way over the long, dark of wild space towards Hakata. Not a huge amount happens in that first week. At some point, I think Cricklet, while teaching 5e, she's helping you. She is knitting a scarf, and at the end of that week, she presents the scarf to you as a gift.
Oh.
Aww.
She notices you don't really have clothing, and it's the mottled like orange and black, so it looks like 3 Cream mottled chitin in the same colors that you would be if you were like a full 3
Dope.
Aww.
Cream.
Dope.
Other things that happen. These are just like little like vignettes. It's not a huge amount going on. But you, Pafred, Helen, you notice Pafred starts emulating your hair. He's kind of over his emo phase, and just every now and then, like you'll catch him, like he's just got the quiff. Well, he's trying out different.
It's good hair. I mean,
Dina is seen. She keeps herself to herself quite a lot, but she would be seen patching up her Spelljammer jacket. You will notice is probably 2 sizes too big for her, and it looks beaten as shit. And you see her during this week patching it up with needle and thread. Potentially it took damage during the spinning, but that's something she's seen doing during that week.
if I saw her doing that, could I offer mending?
You could, yeah. And she would look at you suspiciously, like, why are you being nice? And then...
We're here together to do a mission. Personal feelings don't come into this. Equipment in top shape.
She kind of just like holds it out towards you on one finger. Like,
I'm going to let her do that and take the whole minute casting mending with her.
she rolls her eyes so hard they don't come back. They're just inside her head now. But she is appreciative.
Is it like a threadbare jacket? Like, does it look old?
I wouldn't say threadbare, but it looks like it's secondhand, like it's had a previous owner.
Okay.
And I would say once you kind of mended it, she kind of would mumble thanks, and she mentions that it belonged to her older brother.
I was gonna guess her father, but that makes more sense considering Spelljammer Academy's like
4 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she thanked him and like mumbles about it. Her brother's Jack. And I would say that actually, for all like the seeing Micken looking at the lock was like a secret thing. When you start at the academy, you spot him doing it slightly more than we see on board the ship. Like he seems to seek comfort from looking at the locket.
At a time when I see that with absolutely zero tact, I'll just walk up to him and ask, what is the significance of the pendant around your neck?
Oh, well, and he pulls it out of his robe and clicks it open, holds it up, and you can see inside. There's a picture of him and a similarly aged blonde astral elven girl, kind of like hugging up to him, like, and it's just like kind of the Disneyland pose, like the boyfriend with the girl with the the girl kind of on the chest. And he says that this is my fiance Thana. I miss her a lot. I came to join the academy to make something out of myself, and it's been hard being away from her. I like to remind myself why I'm here by.
I hope to one day experience missing someone.
You don't miss anyone? You don't have anyone that you care about?
All of my friends are aboard this ship.
Huh. Well,
I count you among my friends.
Like you see, he gets a little bit teary-eyed because he was already in a state of slightly heightened emotions. And he goes, "Well, as nice as that is, I also hope that you don't ever have to miss anyone." Yeah, it's sweet of you, but it's also painful.
I believe I understand. I have heard that parting is sweet sorrow.
That's a very poetic way of putting it. The sweetness isn't always there. The sweetness normally comes in the reunion.
I do not understand, but at some time I hope to.
Well, another phrasing is absence makes the heart grow fonder, but...
I do not have a heart.
What are you?
I am made of non-Newtonian obsidian, and I have crafted for myself chitinous armor in the manner of many crustaceans, as they are clearly the superior life form.
Who's Newton? I've been waiting to say that for like 2 sessions. You're unique, aren't you? I don't think I've ever met anybody like you before. Are there others like you?
I do not know. I have never met anyone like me either.
Oh.
I have never met anyone like you either.
Me? I mean, I'm 10 a penny in, any town or city in the Sword Coast. I'm just a brown-haired white boy. That's everyone. I'm nobody. Just me. I could throw a stone into any port town and find 10 guys just like me.
One could say that I was a stone thrown into several port towns.
Well, I guess you hit me. Huh. Do you think there are others like you? Is it like how you don't have a family? Like, how did you come into being?
I do not remember.
Huh. How old are you?
I do not remember. My current personality, as I've come to understand it came into existence 1,300 years ago.
Wow, you're really old.
Yes.
Like, even older than some elves. That's impressive.
Yes. I have a significant dearth of worldly experience, though. Most of that time was sitting in one spot, staring at the sun.
There's those moments where his eyes just can't get any wider. He's already a very wide-eyed boy in general, and it's like that moment when you were in the dining hall, just telling him these these horrific truths. It's just like incomprehensible to him. Okay.
Good talk.
Yeah.
Walk away.
Uh-huh. You'd also occasionally see that he has a puzzle book with him, and like he would, if anyone like season 8, he explains that like each page has got like a different element to it, and depending on how you solve the puzzle, it might like a light show might appear, like illusory fireworks, or like a string of music, or like each page, once you solve the puzzle on the page, there's a different sort of sensory effect that comes out of it.
Cards just cascade down from the
What?
like solitaire, you know, when you finish.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you have to arrange the cards a certain thing on the page and fireworks come out. Winston spends his time cooking and kind of taking care of you all. He asks like each of you what are your like favorite meals. If he has the provisions, he would attempt to make. I know for 5e you don't consume matter in that way, but for the others, would you have an inkling of a favorite meal your character would like prepared while you're aboard?
Vaguely related. I've decided that I have a mouth in my chest that just stays very closed most of the time.
That's horrifying. I don't
That's
like
not,
it.
and that's also not where I talk from. It's not really like a mouth. It's just kind of like a port to put things into my body. Which, I mean, that's really what a mouth is, but...
Great. Sure. It's not horrifying at all.
You couldn't make it like a cute, like, door open thing. No, it's a goddamn, like, weird port mouth thing.
I have a cloaca in my chest.
It's just like the obsidian liquefies to create a cylindrical opening. Vaguely cylindrical.
Now I'm imagining it like one of those tubes at banks, and it, like, shoots up to your mouth somehow.
Okay. But I figured that might be important for, like, potions.
Hmm.
Oh. I mean, you can apply potions to your external. And
It's a Brandon Mulligan almond hole, yeah.
Shadows gets it.
You don't need to consume.
I had another mouth in my back that someone should shovel almonds into.
What a weird dude.
What a weird dude.
I love him.
Oh god, that comment on Sunday, someone compared me to Brandon Mulligan, and I was like, yes!
Thank you for the follow, the real dark sea
Real
sailor.
dark sea sailor.
Dude, that's really hard to break apart all those
It
words.
is. You need some
The
capitals.
real dark sea sailor. Say it 3
By
times
the
fast.
seashore, the real dark sea sailor.
The real dark sea sailor. The real dark sea sailor.
Yeah, it's actually easy. Never mind.
It's just hard to read.
It's hard to read, especially when it's line broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
In the middle of a word.
But yeah, what meals, is there anything particular you think you would like prepared?
Not pork.
Also not pork, but for religious reasons.
Oh, canon now.
Yeah. Giff are Jews.
All you need now is a laser.
Me and Tim? I asked!
Maybe there'll be one, I don't know.
I would like my space laser, please.
As much as there is one in Bloody Rime of the Frost Maiden, in this setting they say don't use them, so...
What? Okay, I was on the It Ascendant, so these two campaigns are now linked.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Sure, maybe you'll find one later in the game.
I should have just stolen one from the It Ascendant.
But
They
you
had
didn't.
laser pistols.
Why would you think to steal?
I wouldn't, but I should have anyway.
I guess Dohwar just eat fish. That's boring.
I mean,
What were the fish in
Icewind Dale?
Yeah.
Knucklehead trout? I can turn into one of those because
Yeah.
I've seen them because I'm from the ice. Don't be
I would
nice.
like knucklehead trout. You probably don't have
Well, we
that.
don't have
It's
knucklehead
fine.
trout, but he has river fish.
Okay. That'll have to do.
Wait. Are you from Icewind Dale?
I was there for a while selling oh my god. thing.
Spelljammer parts?
No, the thing underground went.
Netherese
What's that city?
Ithrin artifacts. Netherese artifacts.
Got it.
I was selling those artifacts in Icewind Dale for a while.
That's very interesting. My first experience on Toril was in Icewind Dale.
Oh. Cool. I probably didn't notice you because you're so still.
I did not spend long there.
It's kind of a boring place.
There's not much to do.
No.
East Haven is a shithole.
I'm very proud of you for that word.
I invented this language.
I don't know if you invented the word shithole, but I'm gonna let you just.
I invented
have that
the
one.
entire language. I believe
Excuse me?
I believe it was a phenomenon of convergent evolution.
Uh-huh. I'm just gonna walk away. I'm just gonna walk around. Did you know 5e invented common? Just everyone.
Sure they did. Sure they did.
So on probably the 8th or 9th day, Winston presents a feast. Whatever foods that you would like you to prepare. And announces it's his birthday. And his favorite thing is you know.
Damn it, we already used the
Alan,
birthday
hit the
button.
I hadn't even thought about it. Oh my god.
It's my birthday!
I mean, you can find it again and hit it, that's fine.
The fireworks just kind of...
Yeah, there's a lot less in there than there was, because you hit it at least 3 times just to make sure that's what really happened. But he presents a finer meal than you've had. Most of the meals you've had have kind of been a mixture between half rations with half fresh food, just because of convenience. But there are some specially prepared dishes that you will make this evening. And yeah, you just have a pleasant evening together. I think at a certain point for Henry, Winston probably would have gotten out a bottle of something and probably started reminiscing about war stories and things.
Oh yeah, 100% into this.
Yeah, probably would have asked, just for more details, what happened on that last. It seems traumatic, what happened on the last. He knows that you're not really supposed to ask when you lose people, but he's asking you to indulge him on his birthday. What happened that night?
Do you want me to do the whole?
Well, he's just interested. He just wants more information because it's unusual for Giff to be sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Grounded in that sense, unable to get back up.
Yeah, I mean, I'll explain to him the living in the cold wilderness of Toril for two years?
You know.
I don't remember. I'm not looking at my character sheet notes right now. You are.
Oh, I will. Okay, I'll do that.
I don't even know if I put the... Yep, didn't even
It's
put
2
a number
lines.
down. But yeah, I'll explain how... Probably in a quieter place. Not with so many people around. I'll wait till people disperse.
Yeah, maybe it's just later in the evening after people have gone to rest and just, quick let's unconscious into corner from not being a drinker.
Yeah, I'll just, it was actually really hard and part of battle is losing sometimes, and you always lose people, but I lost everybody, and I'm terrified it's going to happen again.
He's very understanding, slightly probably too far into his own cups, and probably gets slightly weepy on your behalf, and asks if there's anyone out there who's waiting for you. Do you have family or friends or anyone that's waiting to hear from you?
I have a mother and a father and a brother, and I don't know where they are. And I have a commander who I don't know where he is either, if he is alive. But I have Chauncey. and the strange one, and the strange one, and Quelin. I have them.
I believe I was the first strange one.
Oh, you're still awake. Oh, hello.
Just been sitting absolutely silent.
Yeah. Not moving, thought you were off.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm that weird.
What is everybody doing here?
Just wake up in the middle of the night. I don't think I'm that weird.
I'll just call out for Quelin.
You hear a disembodied voice. I'm busy piloting the ship.
Thank you.
But that means I'm omnipresent, so.
Sure. I you know.
He inquires about your commanding officer, because obviously Griff are obsessed with.
Crux. What's his name?
He
Commodore.
lets out a startling belly laugh, like a ah! Like just sheer overjoyed surprise at hearing the name Crux.
Yeah.
And he's like, that old scallywag. Well, last I heard, he's on the Rock of Brawl, drinking himself to death. So, you know, if you ever make it out that way, I'm sure he'd be delighted to see you. He not in a good way. So
He's alive.
last I heard, which was about 6 months ago, he was out, you know, causing trouble like he usually does.
Why didn't he come for me? What happened to no Giff left behind?
Is that a thing?
It is now.
It is now.
I thought it was a thing.
Oh well, last I heard, he had no ship. Like the second wind was destroyed.
Oh.
And he's just scraping out what he can on the rock. So I don't think he's in a position to help anybody.
Well, perhaps if we're on if duty calls to the Rock of Brawl, then I shall inquire with him.
Should that'd be good. I think he'd appreciate seeing you.
Yeah. I Yes.
Maybe don't mention the ship.
No.
Well, a very small subject.
It's a sore subject for me too, and I was left on a planet that I've never been to before, so I mean, it's fine. No, I'm pleased he's alive, and that there's still someone else out there.
It's a bit weeping. At least you found yourself a lovely family of friends.
Yes.
Great. You've got a great crew.
Yeah. Are you all right? I mean, happy birthday. But are you? Do you need a crew?
I do miss it. I do. As much as I enjoy taking care of all of you, there's nothing quite like being out there.
I mean,
Frontiers.
we'll graduate soon. You can request a transfer. We need a cook. Right, everyone? A cook?
I do not eat.
All right, everyone else, a cook?
Oh, I don't know that'll be possible, but that's okay. Do you know what happens at graduation?
No.
Whoever achieved the highest grade as a group will be awarded a ship, brand new off the line spelljamming vessel.
Oh.
We usually name it after the group. So if you were to win, could be called the. What are you guys? You guys are Nebula? Is that right? Nova. You guys are Nova. The Nova. Something could be the Wild Nova. The ordinarily that's what happens anyway.
Oh well. Oh. We should win. I'd like to win.
Have I not been saying that the whole time?
I'm.
We need to win.
We're here because we're winning.
We are winning, aren't we?
Is
Yeah, I'm
sabotage
gonna
frowned
check.
upon?
I don't frown upon it.
Depends on the context.
I can't speak for anyone else, but I don't.
Perhaps let's not say that to members of the faculty.
Sabotage means kill, right? That's a big word for me.
No.
Why is my... No.
Uh-oh.
What have you done?
Uh-oh.
My sheet with all your assessments on it has been wiped.
What have you done?
That's alright, we have a bot for that.
Yes.
I'm sure there's
Oh, wait a
things that you
minute.
didn't read out.
No, there's a second page. It's saved somewhere else, I think. There's two. I have one that's like Spelljammer and one that's Spelljammer Academy. And
Yep.
one is the correct one and one is not. Let me just
Got it.
Because he would be like, if you were like, so he'd be like, well, I can't tell you this officially, but you guys are winning. What? So I'm just gonna figure out if that's actually true or not.
How do you spell your commander's name?
Krux.
I wasn't sure if it was a C or a K.
Commodore Crux.
But I
Is it
can't
Commodore
get
with a
into that.
K?
It is now.
Yes, it is. No, it isn't.
No,
Sure.
it's, yeah.
I mean, it's in my notes with a K, so.
He's KK to his friends. Good old KK. Yeah, I can't get in, but I think from what I've seen previously, you guys are currently in the lead to graduate top of the cohort.
Well, then cheers everyone. This is the yes. Oh, good. I like a ship. I'd like to be. It's nice being out here again.
Venus somewhere in the corner going, motherfucker!
Suck it, bitch.
We may be on the same team, but it's still a competition.
Also, sabotage is frowned upon.
In certain circumstances.
Well,
The evening comes to a close. You rest and finish the week up. On the 11th day, so after you can all hit long rest for whatever you need for abilities and stuff. Whoever is like in the command deck, probably all of you most of the time hang about, trying to fiddle with these leaves and things on the walls, trying to figure stuff out. I think Callan, you were actually doing some of that, weren't you?
Yeah,
do you wanna roll me an investigation or arcana check just to kind of. So it takes a good while, and you don't figure out a huge amount of things, but you can. A lot of the systems in here, at least the levers, seem to articulate the tentacle, like the eye stalks on the outside. The rest of the stuff, not entirely sure what they do, but some of the basic mechanical functions, because it's kind of obvious what happens when you do things. They affect the eye. But yeah, a lot of this stuff in here can't tell. It's just kind of nonsensical, and it may just be that whatever they interact with is not something you have the ability to interact with. Cool. But on the 11th day, you guys are probably on the command deck. You hear that circular hatch in the middle. Actually, we should probably take a break, shouldn't we? 2 hours. 2 hours.
What do
we should
we?
probably take a break. Take a break. We'll take our 10 minutes.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in
We'll be
10.
back.
I mean, you can go somewhere. Just come back in 10.
Okay, bye.
Come back and see us.
Welcome back. Thanks for the raid. Oh my god, thank you for the huge raid, and thank you everyone who followed. And we're back. We're playing D&D now.
We hope the popper's okay.
Still.
Always.
Forever! More.
Until they pry the books in my cold, dead, stinky fingers.
Why are they stinky?
You know why.
All the cheese is eaten.
Yeah, all the cheesy pepsi.
Oh god, how stinky.
My Dorito hands.
Doritos.
Well, welcome everyone. If you're new here, we're the Gilded Troll. Hi, I'm normally the perma DM, but Tim has been gracious and magnanimous enough to DM a campaign, and he's doing beautifully. Thank you, Tim.
Since we have so many people here.
Yeah, we do have many people
Meet
here, so they
Samus.
need to meet our mascot, the Floof Queen. Can we get some Samus hype in chat?
Hi, baby.
I love the alternating Samus
baby.
hype.
Oh, you look so sad
God,
and
it is
tired.
visually.
It is visually slightly painful.
are you
She
talking
does look sad and
She-
tired.
She does look sad and
It's
tired.
kind of rainy
Yeah, it's
here.
Yeah.
cold and rainy.
And I think
Oh
she's slightly
my God.
arthritic, so she's probably in a bit of pain because of the humidity.
I love you.
But she's a pretty girl.
You want to sit next to me for a little bit? I'll pull the chair up. Down.
I'm gonna move my
Yeah.
drinks.
That's a wise idea. I'm gonna.
Alright, you can keep going.
That's
Okay.
also a wise idea.
For those just joining, our players are
Zapped.
aboard. Oh yeah, you got zapped by the by the dog. For those
Sorry.
just joining, our players are aboard a beholder spelljamming ship in wild space, barreling towards the home planet of the beholder's Hakatha. They have 5 NPCs on board with them, keeping them company, and just now, a week into their journey, you hear a strange clicking sound on the other side of the circular hatch in the command deck, as though it's metal on metal. Is kind of what it sounds like, as though something metallic is repetitively, like clicking against the circular hatch in the middle of the room.
Would we have opened that at any point?
Can you decide?
Like, that's in the middle of the ship? Oh, is that facing, like, the big cone on the outside?
Yeah, so you would know just from the layout of the ship that that hatch basically accesses the, like, open hollow space in the middle of the ship, and you can see, wild space streaming. You can see to the outside through that hatch at the end of the ship.
Got it.
You're kind of like looking down into an enclosed space with an opening at the end of that cone because it's carved out.
Okay,
That's where it would enter into the command deck.
got it.
But it's incredibly difficult to have maneuvered a ship into there, and you can't access it from the outside to have gotten the spelljamming
Right.
element. That's why you had to go inside.
And we have an air envelope, so there's no risk of explosive decompression or,
Nope.
not being able to breathe. So,
And the gravity plane intersects that, like cuts through it, so you also know that if there's anything like you looking down, the space you're looking down is also the floor. Like
Okay.
it's thicker, that the space is thick enough that you can tell that the inside of that cone that you would consider ceiling is actually floor.
okay. Do you have a diagram of the ship? I'm struggling.
Yeah, I do. It's just not great. It makes no fucking sense.
I don't think I remember
Um,
seeing one in the book when I was
They're
flipping through it.
really, really quite terrible.
Okay. This seems like a very 3D ship, whereas most of them are just like
It's a ship.
built like
I
ships.
I literally have probably spent about 4 hours at different times looking at the ship and having to spend 40 minutes just understanding the geography of it because it makes
Fun. So I'm guessing that you were hoping we just wouldn't ask questions.
No, not at all. I just was hoping that it wouldn't matter that much.
Right, yeah. Hi, Fluffernutter.
Ship
Can you
without
little bit
notes.
speak? A little bit
Select
speak?
file.
A little bit speak?
A little bit of speed.
A little bit speak while Tim
A
looks?
little bit.
A little bit speak. Good
Yeah,
job.
That's so good.
Good job. High five.
High five, a little bit
Yeah.
speak.
There we go. I shared with you on Foundry.
Ooh, okay. Steph, you want to switch?
Yeah.
And it's
Oh.
slightly different to the map you have in Foundry because it's rebuilt, but
Oh,
in
that's
terms
very
of
weird.
you can see the 3D cutout of the ship.
Okay. So the top left, the cargo deck is where we came in.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't worry about the position of the gravity plane in terms of the tunnels and stuff because I've shifted everything slightly
Right.
on mine. But in terms of you can see that you've got the command deck and there's that well in the center of it.
Right.
And
Okay.
then that's where that's where the hatch is that's kind of sealing the middle of that room. And then
God.
that bowl underneath there, because of the gravity plane, that is considered floor.
Okay.
So if you open that hatch and went through, you would get that weird sensation where you would
Got it.
flip. So you
Okay.
could almost walk through it and your foot would fall and you'd keep falling and then your foot would hit the floor on the other side.
Okay.
And it's open at the bottom out into space. But because of gravity planes and air envelopes, you're kind of safe being in
Right.
all the negative effects.
Okay.
A lot redeemed. It got lost.
It's a dumb ship.
I'm very
Made by-
confused about hollow deck. What is hollow? Oh, there's like What?
It's the hollow space. It's not a deck. It's the hollow space it's showing.
Got it.
Like that's the bowl in the middle of the ship that's
Right.
showing you the floor for.
Okay.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Okay. All
The
right.
gravity planes properly fucked me up, and some of the people that made new maps had it so that if you look on the holodeck, you can see those like tiny stones where the like going into the center. Like on the
Yeah.
edge. Someone remade those as though those were like rungs on a ladder, and then there were holes at the bottom, so that was a way to get in and out of those tunnels. And it's not how that works. There'd be no point. I don't. Yeah, it's all dumb.
Okay.
That's the ship. But
Okay.
You can hear that metallic like
Right.
clicking on
Okay.
the central.
And we're just flying through space at 100 million miles per
Mhm.
day.
What are you
Yep.
doing down there?
Not hour, per day.
4 million miles an hour.
Yeah, which gets us somewhere around like 0.16% light speed.
0.06.
Oh. Yeah. Buh.
Yeah.
I want the speeds to be higher. 100 million miles per day sounds amazing, but when you think about it in terms of light speed, it's just like,
Yep.
anyway. Yeah, we're all here presumably on the command
Mhm.
deck. I mean,
This is Bruno.
Bruno.
Oh, Bruno.
Everyone say hi to Bruno.
Bruno died horribly in the simulation.
Hi, baby.
No, he didn't.
He didn't die horribly.
Didn't?
No.
No. He
Oh
healed
yeah,
you.
he healed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. He was hiding under the stairs.
He healed
Samson,
you specifically, didn't he?
Yeah, shut up.
can we buy her a little, like, cask collar thing?
She would hate it, but yes.
That's too bad. Mommy wants it.
Oh my
Samus,
God.
do you want to be a Saint Bernard for Christmas?
Saint Bernard?
She's not gonna get used to it.
Anyway, open the hatch, I guess.
Yeah, fuck it.
I aim my gun at it, even though I'm not proficient in gun.
I'll aim my gun at it. But I am proficient.
While it is stiff, it is not like it's not difficult. It just
Mm.
takes two of you probably turning. But after a few turns, you hear a thunk as though somebody's disengaged, and it kind of just pops a little, just raises a couple of inches.
Is there like a hiss of air or anything?
No,
there's no
because it's
decompression.
all one air envelope.
I just want,
Yeah.
You just want
dramatic
the
hiss.
sci-fi elements, you know?
This is the
Just
sad
by
thing
being
is why shit on this isn't sci-fi, because everything like that would be so much more fun. And
It's
just
sci-fantasy.
the Sci-fi elements.
Yeah.
We can still have things hiss.
Incidentally, I actually recently added the sci-fantasy tag to our stream. Because
Oh.
apparently now that there are custom tags, a lot of tags have cropped up.
Mm.
So yeah, it's like Instagram now. Like it's just an absolute like hashtag Wild West, like whatever the fuck people want to come up with. Which I was against the custom tags, but now I'm kind of for it.
Yeah, I dig it.
Anyway, yeah, pull it open.
Yep,
See
you
what
open
the
hatch,
fuck was tapping.
Yeah, you can see it. You can see that this large stone bowl there. You can see wild space zipping by at a hyperdrive style visual.
Terrible.
And you can kind of see, just because you kind of glance, you can kind of see piles of metallic, like wreckage. It's a large bowl-shaped chamber, and there are just large piles of like mechanical parts, mostly kind of gold in hue. Just kind of like being shifted around slightly with the movement of the ship. Yeah, that's kind of at a glance what you see is large parts of mechanical wreckage.
Okay. So you say gold colored.
Mm-hmm.
What are they actually made of?
Do you want to go and find out?
I mean, the gravity plane will like it. So there's a hole at the bottom of the bowl,
Mm-hmm.
from my perspective. But
That's
once I
technically
step
your ceiling as soon as
right,
you
once
step
I step through, that'll be the ceiling. Like there's no
Yep.
chance of me falling out.
So you're fine.
Okay. So yeah, I'll step through.
Okay. As you kind of get closer to one of these piles, you see what appear to be piles of disassembled autonodes.
Oh god.
So that shiny kind of goldness, the gold Mario that we've had on Master Blip, you can see piles of these. And as you get closer, you see one of the piles maybe 15, 20 feet away from you in this bowl. There is a more silver shape amongst them moving. And as you get closer, it kind of raises out of the pile and a red light kind of comes on as a circular saw buzzes out of one section of the pile and a second circular buzzes out the other, and a robot, an insectoid robot for any other purpose of the word, bursts out of this pile and heads towards you. We're going to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Cool.
I will show you what is coming towards you.
Is it like small, tiny?
Oh my god.
That's
Steph.
so dope.
It is, for the fact that it looks so fucking dope and deadly, it is only a
Switch?
small
Yeah.
thing. It is a small size, probably about
Dear God.
But can I make a big one?
Oh my
let me,
lord.
I guess, shove you.
That is-
over that.
It was if I was an artificer in this campaign,
Yeah,
every
that's-
fucking robot would look like this.
Absolutely.
Oh my god. Oh.
That's dope.
There we go.
Let's put
FU's cousin, fuck me.
I don't have any light.
No, but I imagine you would have with you because it's
Yeah,
pitch black.
probably.
So I'll give you one of the.
She's falling asleep sitting up.
ever
Yeah.
burning.
Same as you sleepy.
Are you sleepy?
Sleepy girl.
Hey.
Same as combat's happening. Keep you
oh,
sleepy.
neat.
Combat, excitement,
Excitement!
Well,
drama.
For the purposes of this, put you all kind of
At
in
the
the
hatch.
center hole, and it will just take you kind of 5 feet to come through the hatch if that's what you want to do.
Sure.
No encounter has been created yet.
Oh, see, yeah, that way.
Chauncey.
Oh, there's a
Don't
broken buddy. Look at him. There's a broken spider.
There is a broken spider bot.
A bunch of broken arms.
I mean, yeah, as foretold, as it was written.
As foretold by Ginger.
Mm-hmm. By Mr. Jones.
Okay, encounter. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this.
Sam, how you doing?
Now I can roll. First one didn't count because the encounter hadn't started.
Mm-hmm.
Frederick.
Hey. Wait, Frederick?
That's what it says in initiative.
Oh, Frederick does
I'm
not
actually
have their
gonna-
own initiative.
No?
Oh,
No.
Oh, they act on your turn.
Immediately after me.
Ah.
Yes.
I can remove them from there.
Sorry.
What a dope name for a thing. Clockwork
I'm
Horror.
actually gonna just re-roll because I was gonna do it with advantage for both. Because I have the cheers, so I may as
You
well.
do. You certainly do.
For those of us, so wait, 5 is the only one inside the hole.
Yeah, and everyone else is on the
Yeah,
other
so
side.
you
of the
can see
hatch.
everything. You're all gathered around, but it will take you 5 feet to kind of
Okay.
flip
Get
into
to
this
where
one.
you
I'm just gonna
are.
5 foot myself so I remember.
Yeah.
Hello, I said I'm just gonna 5 foundry, please. I'm just gonna 5 foot my thing.
I'm gonna 5 foundry, please.
I'm gonna 5. I would like 5 foundries, please.
Okay, that was a dumb idea. Never mind.
What have you
They
done?
stay exactly where they are.
Oh my god.
Alrighty then.
I rolled 2 2s.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, so for 5e, you see this menacing looking robot with a little red light. It seems to kind of be blinking. There is a pattern to the blinks, and you kind of, as you see that, you hear behind you another one of these things rise out of another pile. It seemed to have been, there's a broken one of these robots. It seemed to have been doing something too.
Mhm.
But as this one rises out of the pile of discarded autonym parts and blinks a light, this one also disengages from the broken brethren. So you now see that there are 2 in this space.
Got it.
That's really starting. Why is it button? So cool. Callan, I guess you just hear shifting metal in the room, and if 5e vocalizes anyway.
Did you
don't
like-
know it.
What did you say? Anything? Any vocalization or?
I mean, probably. I am struggling to think of how 5e would explain this, but yeah, danger.
Okay.
Detected.
So I will
Danger, Will Robinson.
come out of the hole, I guess. Probably over to like this side. Maybe around just because I
just
see
love
the
the idea of a long step through the hole. And just,
Yeah. So weird. It must feel
don't like
gross.
that. No, that makes my stomach turn. No, thank you. so I can see the one over. That's not the right button. Over here.
Mm-hmm.
Is this one kind of like hidden in the pile, or is it?
It's risen out of the pile. It's not hidden. It's not got any cover or anything. It was obviously just like digging around for parts. Now just rising out of the pile.
Okay. Well, I will. I am actually so when I woke up in the morning, like I do every morning, I used my Tales from Beyond or whatever the bard thing is.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Which gives me the Tale of the Beloved Friends.
Okay.
So I am going to use my action to bestow that tale to Hideg. And so Hideg, and then another creature of his choice within 5 feet gain temporary hit points equal to a roll of my Bardic Inspiration die.
Ooh.
Which
Plus-
is
Plus my charisma modifier.
Shit.
Damn.
But so you and I assume either Chauncey or Henry, because I think they're both probably next to you, get 9 temporary hit points.
Holy shit.
That's a bunch.
Chauncey.
Chauncey.
Chauncey!
Chauncey.
Sit down, Chauncey!
Sam, is she okay? What's happening?
Oh my god,
You're-
D&D Beyond, you suck
And
so much
that's
balls.
going to be my turn. I'm done.
Okay. Henry.
Can't hit more than
You're okay.
I can actually do negatives for
Okay.
altitude.
yeah.
So from this perspective, you're at -5.
I can I actually see? No, I can't quite see into the room from where I am.
You probably have an angle, but like they may have cover from that just because of the light.
Okay.
You can see these piles. You maybe can't quite make out what's going on in those far corners, but you can see the piles of rubble.
Gravity planes are absolutely fucking mind bending.
Mm-hmm.
Like I understand gravity planes, and I still like the entire time I was like, oh yeah, like everything outside that hatch is just kind of like floating around in 0 gravity.
Nope.
And now I'm just like, wait, but he has to like.
Because that would make way more sense if each deck had its own gravity plane.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it was confined just to decks, which is how it always is in sci-fi.
Right.
So it'd be 5 or 10 feet to move into the.
5 feet just to
5
kind of you're basically just hopping into
Cool.
the room.
So I'll do that. Bonus action, I'll command Chauncey to bite!
Okay.
And I'll take a shot at that one.
Sure. Unfortunately, that
Is that
is
some
a
Final
miss.
Fantasy shit?
Fuck. Oh, well.
Yes, it was.
Those
So the
F7.
bullet
Those who
strikes the metallic part of his body and just ricochets off into the stone wall.
Sorry!
It
And
doesn't
then,
continue, but it does just about itself.
and then Chauncey will, on their turn, because that's the end of mine, move over and try to do a bite. Do a heckin' bite. Chauncey,
Oh,
please.
unfortunately, that also misses.
What the fudge knuckles?
My god.
Alright. Well, that's
He missed
mine
again.
and Chauncey's turn.
He
Jeez.
missed it,
Okay.
I know.
5e.
I am going to spin dash at Henry. And
Spin dash?
yeah, I turn into a ball
Yeah.
of obsidian, and then when I pop out, I'm a velociraptor. Sorry, a Deinonychus.
At me.
And then I'm going to leap over at this one.
Okay.
I needed to get the 20-foot pounce.
Sure.
And then I'm going to start raking at it. I am going to say that I'm oblivious to the other one for now.
Okay.
Am I the only one with light here?
I assumed there would
I mean,
have a lamp. Or
If
someone
anybody
would
else
have a
wants to have had light with them, you can just let me know and I'll put it on the map.
Yeah, I don't think you ever adjusted the prototype token for Quelin, so I can't see.
Oh, sorry, I'll do that.
Shit. So I will begin to claw at this thing, and hopefully I hit it. Nope.
Oh,
Can
I
I
have Senses Dark Vision on the character sheet. That's weird.
Really?
Yeah, it's on
Oh.
the Senses Dark Vision 16.
You have to update the token. So if you click on his character sheet, if you open his character sheet and then click prototype token,
Mm-hmm.
then you go to the vision tab and you have to put the dim vision there.
It's just dim 16. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Does that do it, or do I need to put a new token in completely?
so you can now just double click on his token and then click token at the top of that character sheet and then do the same thing.
I'll update the one that's in there for now with.
Okay.
I can see.
Woo!
But yeah, does anyone else have a light source with them?
Anybody?
I would have had a lamp, but I probably would have left it. Or I
Okay.
might have thrown it through or brought it through with me and dropped it if
Okay.
possible.
I'll put a.
Stationary
I
light
need both
source.
my hands, goddammit.
Yeah.
Just gonna keep attacking.
You need 2 hands for a musket,
I'm
apparently.
gonna cheer.
I mean, can I just take rope and like tie it around my head?
I'm gonna cheer
Okay,
the
call
second
that
claw
suicide.
because I'd like to.
God.
Fuck!
Oh, look at her.
Well,
Quick.
no pounce for me.
Look at her.
No,
quick.
unfortunately not.
Bite.
Love her.
Unfortunately not either, I'm afraid.
I mean, hey,
So
I
it's
rolled
basically
okay.
as you're going to bite, it's like putting up its saw blade and just like it's armored in your mouth, and you can't get any purchase on what is solid metal.
Shit.
Is that your turn?
That is my whole turn.
Hideg.
Okay, Hideg.
Murder.
All right. Neither one of them is damaged yet because we keep
I'm
fucking up.
Nope.
All right.
Ah, here.
Let's move. Oh, you need to pick a spot because I'm going after
Or
that
not
one.
here.
All right. Let's hit it. Fucking.
Right.
Do I have any resources? Yeah, I have cheers. Let's. I could just reckless. Yeah, I'll just reckless. It's fine. Sam, it's usually be.
Hey! oh.
Nice.
And
Nice.
iron without iron, is that what it's called? I get an extra 1d6, which is doubled then
Which
too.
is doubled because crit.
Chauncey will also use it, her reaction to let you roll an additional d6 of radiant damage.
So 2d6.
So 2d6.
Fucking dope.
So I get 4d6 extra total.
Yup.
I'm just gonna nuke this from orbit.
This thing's just dead apparently.
Man, that is so incredibly average.
Okay, so that's
25
25
total.
total.
Yep,
Okay.
Did you rage?
I did not.
Oh, so 23 total. 'Cause I
Oh
added your
shit,
rage
yeah,
damage.
yeah, yeah. I forgot it just
Okay.
bakes it in. Yeah, I was not raging yet.
Okay.
Your weapon goes
Uh,
pink as you hit.
A significant hit to this thing. You can definitely see like it has like whirring cogs and gears in its back part, and you can see those are slightly disrupted now, but still up and about and looking fine. But you definitely you got a significant.
Okay. I am done.
Okay, it's their turn.
Toboggan?
No, there's not enough leeway for me to
Got it.
toboggan.
Else
I would've-
So, I think in
You're so
retaliation, it is going to rotating saw on 5e and then rotating saw on Hideg.
You have advantage against Hideg because of reckless.
Correct.
Why is 7 is going to miss 5e.
Yeah, my AC sucks and you still missed.
18 to hit Hideg.
Nope.
Oh man.
19 AC.
Annoyed by this, it tries to like climb up on your back and sink. Two little fangs going to click out of its metallic body and it tries to like bite into your neck.
Jesus.
And it still has advantage.
It's been so long since I've heard Tim go, "Aw, man."
Oh man. 23 to hit.
That will fucking hit.
So 9 points of piercing damage as it sinks its little metallic fangs into the fleshy part of it.
Goodbye,
Bye,
temporary hit
Temps.
points.
Yep.
Damn it!
Yes! I'm a support class.
However, the other one, it is going to. I suppose it would have disadvantage to the chance for a ranged attack, right?
Yep.
But it is going to. You see it kind of like holds its two swords together, and a charge begins to build between them,
Oh
and it
my God.
releases a lightning bolt at Hideg with disadvantage, but straight roll because of the advantage.
Oh god.
You okay?
As a 17, which is going to miss, right? God
Yep.
damn it. It's also going to then set off a second one towards Henry with disadvantage. 10 is going to miss.
Oh,
Wow. These guys have done fucking nothing.
It's been a very uneventful yet very eventful turn.
Quelin.
Well, let's keep going after the one that's hurt, I guess. I'm gonna Sacred Flame the one on the left.
Sacred Flame.
Oh,
So I need to do a dex.
Dex save, DC 13.
I hope it just dies anyway, even though you rolled really bad.
It failed. So
2 points.
2 whole radiant.
Okay. All good. Yes, you see it momentarily infuse its body with light. It kind of shakes off the.
I am going to use my bonus action to roll my Tales from Beyond again. Just hold that for now. 1. Okay, that's cool. It's not useful in combat, but I'll keep it.
Okay. All good?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh. I was like, the table's longer than 6. What the fuck? You roll your Bardic Inspiration die on that table? Oh, that's so dope.
I get more options as I level up.
That's so cool.
But it also means the options I get at lower levels become less prevalent because I have.
But
more...
presumably the later ones are good? I haven't read through them all. Sorry, I just thought that was a really cool game design.
It is. It's an interesting subclass, and I enjoy it.
Yeah, fuck it. Oh, I'll just shoot him again. Same one.
Right.
Actually, I'll try to shoot the one over by the Boise's.
Okay.
I am not a boy.
The Boise and friend.
Hey!
Yep. That hits for 7 damage.
Unfortunately, Chauncey has not taken their turn yet, but I will Astral Spark for another 2 force damage.
Okay. You do see that bullet definitely penetrated its armor and has left a bullet hole in it. So you know it's definitely not.
Alright. And then I'll also Favored Foe it.
For another D4?
For another D4. 1. One more. Nailed it.
Alright.
Oh, you want to get down?
So totally worth that long rest.
There you go.
Yep. Then I'll back the fuck away from that. And then I will bonus action command Chauncey to try bite the one in front of it again.
Sure.
Please, Chauncey. Please. Sure. Where did it go?
Can't reach my camera now.
Where did it go? Oh my god, D&D Beyond, why do you hate me? Eh!
Fortunately, not enough to.
I meant the other way. You can't see her anymore. She's hiding.
Is it a bite attack?
It is a bite, yeah.
So it's just like a terrier, like worrying the leg of this like robot spider, and it's just annoyed more. Yeah. It just lifts that leg up and lets Chauncey like gnaw on it while it's got the.
Chauncey hasn't quite developed a like bite strength yet. To like they're only about a day or two old, a week old. So.
They're 10 days old now.
Yeah. Still. They're scaly but not bitey.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, 5.
I am feeling ever so slightly protective of Chauncey, so I'm going to provoke an opportunity attack as I pounce the other one.
Bold move, Cotton.
For sure.
Oh my god. So you're basically Samus Aran, right? So now that we have Chauncey, I can go, the baby.
The baby.
Protect the baby.
I have to do it. The baby.
A bite attack on you.
Okay.
Don't play
20 to hit.
Don't play.
Don't play.
Only 6 piercing. 6 piercing.
I heard 26.
Yeah,
and I was like, excuse?
No, only 6. I was like looking at these things. I was like, God, these things hit like a truck. They don't. I don't know what I was thinking.
I mean, they have triple attack.
Yeah.
They do. They have good armor and good hit points, but their attacks are somewhat lacking.
So, Claw bite. Hey, I hit it. I hope.
You did.
I don't know why I assumed its AC was 18.
Sure.
No, I legitimately do not know the stat block. I just assumed it was 18.
18 is what you need.
Okay, so that is 7 slashing damage, and I need a strength save versus prone.
You need more.
Thank you a lot.
That is E6.
That's a fail. It's prone. I get advantage on the rest of my attacks this turn, and I can bonus action bite for a 4th attack. So I'm just going to roll them real quick. 18, 17, 23.
So the 18 and 23 hit. So that's 12 additional.
Plus an additional d6 as your mouth glows with a pink radiance.
Terrifying.
It's pink. It's not that terrifying.
Yeah. As Chauncey,
Fuck.
Chauncey imparts very little because Chauncey's very young and you really shouldn't expect much from the baby.
The baby.
We try not to sexualize her.
What?
It's
Okay, I mean,
community. She's
I
Annie's
know,
very
I
young.
know.
We try not to sexualize her. You said she's very
Sure.
kind of
young.
luscious fanny, so it's fine.
I have ended my turn. I clicked the
Okay. Hideg.
I always forget there's a fucking button for
button.
that.
There's a button for that. It's because I don't make players use it.
Alright, I'm gonna smack the one next to me.
You are currently in darkness.
You are in darkness.
Oh god,
Imprisoning
fucking
you.
I'm
fuck.
sorry. I didn't realize I'd do that.
Wait, I
That's
thought there
alright.
was a static. I put
Yeah,
down a
it's
There
static.
right
is,
here.
but it only covers
Yeah.
like
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
so it's dim light, I guess, where you are.
Dim light only imposes disadvantage on perception checks. So
Right.
that's not disadvantage on attacks.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna hit it. Reckless. Should I rage? they're beefier than I thought.
They are beefier than we thought, but at this point, I don't
It's
know.
kind of, yeah. Alright.
Oh, I didn't know that one. Should it be
reckless.
40 dim, 20 bright. Is that right?
For which? Wow. God
Another critical
damn
hit.
it, Steph.
Is that another 46? That's once a turn I get the iron
Once per
thing.
so once per turn you get your 1d6, which becomes 2d6. But
Right.
Chauncey just
Right.
used
So just 2d6.
yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So 18
So
damage?
not the rage damage. So 16.
16.
Yep.
So 16 damage. Okay.
Do you need to turn off your rage damage? I don't actually know how that works.
Yeah, just leave it on.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I know I'm not raging.
Yeah.
I'm done. That's me.
How can you rage with a
Right.
puppy on your lap?
He's so cute.
So this thing now tries to like scuttle up the wall backwards away from you.
Oh no.
Take that opportunity.
Oh, mine? Okay. Because
Yeah.
I can't see him.
Reckless
don't think I
attack
have
only
light.
functions on your turn.
Right. So
Oof.
this one's not with it. I don't have luck anymore. Alright, fuck it.
I think I have the light source set up wrong because it has to be 40 dim, right? Really, when you do this.
Yeah,
weapon.
when you do 20 and 20, yeah.
That's why I've been doing wrong.
There it is.
Okay.
I was gonna say there's no way there's a light source that doesn't illuminate
This whole
this
fucking
whole
area.
tiny little.
I miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
God, we are rolling like absolute trash.
Excuse me,
we
I
all
crit
are,
twice.
though,
Yeah.
so,
Steph's fine.
Shut up.
yeah, so it continues to scuttle up the wall, and then it's going to do what its friend did. So it just move out of melee and charge up a lightning bolt, and it's going to crit. Wow.
Oh God, you had 2 of those?
Yeah, baby.
Oh God.
I should have raged.
This just in, you can give players and the DM resources.
I'm gonna drop
Damn
a
it!
donate in chat.
That's the one. What'd you?
That is only 13 lightning damage.
Oh no.
Is that on 3d10 or something? Like,
I'm not telling you shit.
I should have raged.
But it charges
wouldn't
up
protect you
another
from
one,
lightning.
Oh yeah, shit.
and does it again at you, non-crit.
these are both a Hideg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this is a 13, so it misses.
Yep.
Okay, the other one stands up from prone.
Ice isn't conductive.
What's he gonna do? I guess he's gonna saw bite. So he's gonna saw at Chauncey first.
How could you?
I know. 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
16 AC Dagrod.
1 at 5e. 15.
15 does hit. I am a little babby dinosaur bitch.
6 slashing damage as the circular saw buzzes into your tendons.
Oh god.
I don't have those. I'm made of obsidian.
Sure, if you had tendons.
At your
Um,
Right.
wires and your
Obsidian.
Wires.
wires.
Okay.
And then it tries to bite you for good measure.
Alright.
That's another 15 for 9 piercing damage.
Good
Ugh.
lord.
You're still in wild shape. What the hell?
I'm still at full hit points, so
Just don't worry about it.
yeah.
This is what this is for.
This is what wild shape
Okay.
is for.
Callan.
Do something.
Do you want to remove the prone from it?
Oh, yeah. I'll also make him take up.
I haven't actually used any spells yet, so why not?
Me too.
I'm gonna step to like right here. And then I'm gonna Thunder Wave.
Con save?
Yeah, and I'm gonna get to just like
Sure.
yeah, that's not what I was meaning to do. Just delete that. I think you have. What's the? Oh no, Shatter's the one I'm thinking of that has.
Yeah,
disadvantage.
Shatter's disadvantage if it's crystalline.
Yeah. Or if it's non-organic.
Oh.
DC
It
13.
is a construct, but it's
But no, that's just Thunder Wave. It's just little baby Thunder Wave.
okay. DC is 13. I got 13. I thought I had failed.
That's a success.
Well, you still take 5 damage,
5 damage.
Wow.
and you're not pushed.
I would like multi-attack now, please.
Yeah, please.
Right.
Fuck.
You've leveled up once per session.
Yeah,
Eh.
I don't know how I can deal without multi-attack.
You have...
And oh no, stop.
Um,
I'm on the wrong thing.
Drink and juice.
Stop, please, no.
Back over here. Okay, I'm done. That's my turn.
And the fact that I only have a
Henry.
+4 to hit doesn't hurt so much because you guys only have a +5.
I have a +7.
It hurts a lot.
Sorry. Soon I'll have Sharpshooter and have...
A +3.
Yeah.
Henry, it's your turn.
Shit.
Also, I feel like somewhere I can't remember if it's like in the overlay or somewhere. I feel like we abbreviated Henry as HENRI,
Yeah.
but your gun is HENRY.
That's because I suck.
Okay.
Also, it's a joke because
I mean, I would
a
leave
Henry
it.
rifle is a thing.
Oh,
Oh,
is
is
it?
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Then you can leave it.
That's a good... No, I have to change it.
No. I
I'll call
like
it a
it. Keep
Henry
it.
rifle. No, it's Henry with the right spell.
Lean
Henry
into the
I
mistake.
Yes.
rifle.
I'm shooting at the one on the ceiling because that's the damaged one,
Sure.
or the most heavily damaged one.
I mean, there isn't a ceiling, is there? It's just a wall.
A wall.
It's just crawling up the wall. Yeah. Yeah, that hits.
And
for
you get
11.
favored foe.
I do get favorite foe.
It dies with the first shot.
Shit.
Favored foe is just added damage.
That's
But
fine.
it's
That
dead.
was the intended. And then I will tell Chauncey to keep going! And Chauncey will try to take a bite.
This
of
thing
it.
Doing
will
great,
slide
sweetie.
Uh-huh.
down.
I'm extremely proud of you, Chauncey.
Oh, not 150.
150 feet.
Just you.
Hey, Chauncey finally hit.
Nice. Yeah, that hits.
Cool. And that's a whopping 5 piercing damage.
Not radiant.
Okay.
Not yet.
Oh?
Not yet.
I don't know how Drake Warden works.
He's learning.
I barely do.
It can provide the damage, but it can't produce it itself.
Eventually, it also gets radiant on its
Yeah.
melee weapon type.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's
Good.
That's it. That's all she wrote.
Okay. 5e.
If I weren't 1 hit away from losing my wild shape, I would run away and provoke and then pounce. But I am 1 hit away from losing my wild shape, so I will merely make 3 attacks. Fuck!
3 piercing damage. to it.
Jesus! I keep rolling 1s and 2s for damage. Like, they're D8s. Can I roll better?
Yeah, with that middle claw attack that missed.
I don't... Do I have any bonus actions that I can take in wild? I can heal. I'm not doing that. Alright, that's my turn. Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Hideg.
3 damage.
I can't really toboggan over him because
Yeah,
it's a
I
straight
will. I
line.
will. If you go up 1 space and then you go.
Yeah. All right.
Yes. Yeah. I'll allow that.
Beep.
Meow.
Toboggan.
Meow.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I put myself
Down left.
out there.
No, down left.
What?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
there.
If you go into that space, I'll allow that.
Okay.
Because the hatch is like not necessarily like that.
Can't remember what toboggan does. It just prones them if I hit them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Auto
all right.
prone, no save.
Got it.
which is-
Okay. Right. Reckless.
So,
Give me another crit, baby.
I mean, it's a hit.
no.
All right.
You're
I'll
not
take it.
raging, right?
I'm not raging, but I do still get that D6.
You get another d6 on top of that because of Chauncey.
Dope. 2D6.
Chauncey.
Alright.
So 9.
2 of which is radiant, in case that matters.
It doesn't right now.
Alright.
Yeah.
And knocked prone.
Yep.
Okay.
Done.
Very good.
Now, if
It
only
is-
your turn wasn't immediately before theirs.
Yeah,
That's
because it will
fine.
just stand right back up again.
That's fine. Hit me.
That one's down.
That'll matter a lot more once you have extra attack, because you can prone them on the first one, stand up,
And then just
hit
do it.
them.
Right.
It's annoying there's 3 of you there, so it can't retreat.
Oh, so I'm prone currently, but I have reckless, so there's
Yes.
just straight rolls.
Yep.
Alright.
No, prone gives advantage, reckless gives advantage, so you don't care that you're prone because you're already reckless.
Yeah, it's essentially what I said.
No, it's advantage. It's advantage plus advantage,
No,
which is
attacking
advantage.
from prone is disadvantage.
Oh, you
Right.
attacking.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
you
That's
meant them
why it works
attacking
with
you.
reckless.
Right.
Yeah, that's why you want to use reckless.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I guess it's going to. If you're looking ropey and wild shape, I think it's going to try and rotate its on you because it doesn't know that you can turn into this creature. 9 is going to miss.
Yeah.
It's going to try again, however. 7 is going to miss, and then it's going to try and bite Chauncey back. 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Chauncey's temporary hit points.
8 piercing damage.
Not even. Chauncey still has 1 temp HP.
Thanks, Kellen.
Thanks, Quelin.
I'm useful.
Well,
I thought this could be a real shit show of an encounter.
I mean, it could
no,
be.
no,
It
it,
could
hasn't.
have been. No, it very
definitely could have been.
with 18 AC and they have like 40 something
60
hit
hit
points.
points.
60?
Oh my god, they're
Yeah.
chunky.
Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And they
like-
have some immunities too.
oh my god.
Yeah.
But do they have
Probably
immunities
lightning.
to any of the damage that we do? Probably lightning.
I don't know, but not so far. I guess that's its turn. Callan.
I mean, I don't have much, so we're just gonna Sacred Flame again.
Secret flame.
Ooh.
Nice damage.
Come
Please fail.
on,
Please
come
fail.
on.
Please fail. Please
Thank you for
fail.
finishing
21.
Fuck!
Fuck!
Sorry.
that. I'm sorry, what was the number?
21.
Okay, yeah.
You stupid.
Like, yes, good damage. Damn it.
Oh no.
Okay, that's my turn. I'm done.
Okay, Henry.
Okay, bang bang!
Bing bing.
Bang bang baby!
Oh god, I just realized favorite foe is proficiency per long.
Yeah, it's not great.
Ooh.
17?
That is not enough, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Well, you know, Tim,
Yes.
I often get that in
You do
life.
have luck.
I do. Sure.
What? That you're not enough?
Yeah.
Oh, honey.
Oh baby, you're
Well,
plenty.
I'm not
You're
enough.
plenty.
Look at that damn though. What a shame.
Well,
That makes it worse, Tim.
it does.
Good.
No, I still would have taken the first damage because it should have been.
Yeah.
Fuck. Anyway, Chauncey will try to hit.
God, you fall into that accent so easily.
Chauncey.
Is that your trigger word?
No.
That is not
I mean, it might be
that
now.
should be right.
God damn it, Chauncey.
What's Rodrek's trigger word?
Fuck.
She's a baby.
The baby.
Yeah.
She's a baby.
Oh,
The baby.
The
the
baby.
baby. Don't play other
unless
round.
anything else.
Ah.
That's Ivy, I think they're up.
I am going to do the incredibly interesting claw bite.
Nope.
Ah!
It's just like trading blows. Like when you go to claw, it raises its sword. When you go to bite, it like raises its. Like it's just like deflecting.
Meanwhile, Chauncey's just trying to gum down its leg. Oh.
Hideg, it is up to you, buddy.
Stand the fuck up. Reckless.
I believe in you. Plus a d6?
Plus a d6.
Plus Chauncey's d6.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
mean. Sorry.
So, 11?
11.
Oh my god. Hideg's
it
the
is
only
still
one
standing.
doing anything.
But it is looking bad.
You shitbird. I'm done.
Oh god.
You're rolling like.
You are rolling
I'm on
so
fire.
hot.
Also, reckless is like so fucking easy when your AC is 19.
Yeah.
Sure. You're like, okay.
Rotating
I
sword
raged.
against Ivy.
Eh.
Gonna miss.
I've already used some long rest resources and I regret it.
15 against you, 5
15 does hit me.
Mm.
So 6 slashing,
I am no longer a Deinonychus.
and then
Ooh.
bite on Chauncey.
And I lose 1 hitting point.
How dare you?
That's a nat 20
That will hit.
Oh no.
for 15 total damage.
You bastard! No, Chauncey's alive. Chauncey's at 6 hit points though.
Might be time to
I
disconnect.
mean, Chauncey kind of also isn't like real.
Right.
So it's not like you're killing an actual
It's
animal.
very. I haven't yet decided how I want to handle that because Chauncey can also technically
Let's
change.
not force the issue.
Okay.
Yeah. But like, I don't feel bad as in I'm attacking your pet dog.
I mean, you
because-
are attacking my child.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Children should be, attacked. It's fine.
Right. Not dogs.
Does
though.
Chauncey have
Dogs
hit
are
dice?
No.
Seriously?
Hey,
I don't think so.
Quelin, take us home, baby.
Rinse and repeat.
Oh, yes, it
Sacred
does.
Flame.
I like it.
Okay. Where is he? Nat 1.
6 radiant damage.
There's
It's
one.
still up.
You motherfucker.
It has 1 hit point.
I have a save for
my
half.
God.
If you can't kill it, I have a save for half.
I'm done. That's my turn.
Hey, normally I would have just killed it, but you wipe these things out so easily. I'm like, no, that fucker still has a hit point.
It's got sparks sputtering it.
Yeah, it's freaking out. I guess Henry.
Also,
it's up
it
to
has
you, buddy.
spinning fucking saw blades for claws.
Yeah.
And they're just kind of like...
All right.
I imagine one is like slightly fallen out of its track at this point.
There we go.
Ah!
Bang.
Sufficient. It is deaded.
Great.
Phew.
End
Don't
of
hurt my
encounter.
daughter.
You
Amazing.
bitch.
You bitch.
Oh, honey.
No, not
He's
you.
okay. He's okay.
Oh.
He's not angry. He's okay.
She's like, why are you shouting? I was
Yeah,
sleeping."
why are you yelling? I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, so the last one,
I love when she puts their head on the table.
motionless, collapses down into a pile of metal detritus, sort of limping on top of the one that was already dead that it was working on. And you can kind of see that one was also like it had like a leg missing, and like the little like red area that's like actually glass was like cracked. And it was clearly trying to make some kind of.
Have I ever like? Do we know of these? Of Clockwork Menaces? I know we understand Clockwork, the auto gnomes, but do we know of the?
Roll, I guess either.
I don't know if I would. Like, do I even have a chance? I guess.
There's a chance that they might have been mentioned in a lecture, like as a denizen of wild space.
Okay.
Probably history, I guess.
Just gonna straight roll it. Oh.
I really excel at like the physical
I-
parts of school,
I
but
have
like
intelligence
nothing
and
else.
proficiency.
Nothing else.
Oh, what the fuck?
you're
Kellen's got a +4?
Also have proficiency.
You have +2 in?
Yeah.
I was
Oh.
paying attention to Hideg during that.
Well, that's fine. I'm gonna have +3 in next level.
I'm gonna
Guns.
bump my charisma.
I mean, I'm also gonna bump my wisdom and my constitution.
On that whiz, baby. So for the 14 and the 16, you are probably aware that these are creatures called clockwork horrors. They are a kind of scourge amongst wild space, much in the stereotypical like sci-fi way, like the replicators, the like this vaguely sentient hive-mindy robots that just want to devour all living things that aren't themselves. But not a huge amount is known about them, just that they are a menace to be avoided if possible. They are also capable, if left unchecked, of taking control of spelljamming helms.
Fun.
Oh my God.
So if you get like an infestation on your ship, they're really bad news.
Yeah.
But 2, you're probably okay.
Okay. And they're self-replicating?
No, not in that sense at all. But they're able to repair each other.
Got it.
So that was what seems was happening. They were using
Okay.
the mechanical parts of the auto gnomes. You can see this one they're repairing has extra gold bits where it shouldn't have gold bits.
Got it.
Trying to
Okay.
Frankenstein a broken one.
Okay. I was trying to understand why the fuck it was that these went unnoticed for 10 days. That explains it.
They just
Okay.
got tired of waiting.
Alright. What are these tunnels?
They don't exist. That was what I was saying earlier about the map not being
Got it.
accurate.
Tight.
Those are the tunnels you went down, but somebody misread the map and thought that they accessed the central globe, and they don't. They access. So
Got
ignore those. They are nonsense.
Okay. So you found a color detailed map that someone had
Yes.
made, but they didn't fully understand what the original map was trying to say.
And
because
it
the
does
original map
not
is a piece of
accurately
shit.
reflect the original map either because
Got
they
it.
changed the layout slightly. But I preferred the layout. It's just that
That one detail is
house,
wrong.
Yeah, is wrong.
Okay, cool. All right. So if I look up, I
Mhm.
just see stars streaking past.
Yeah, streaking away from you. Because that's the back of the ship.
Oh.
The tentacles are the eye stalks are at the front,
Oh.
and
I
you're
assume
flying.
the front.
forwards.
I assume the
the
tentacles would be at
mouth.
the top, and the mouth would be at the bottom.
Oh, I assumed the mouth would be the way.
Yeah.
it was
So
going.
and right
'Cause
now
that's-
the bottom is like pointing in the direction you've come from.
Oh. Okay.
Because
So
the
on most
so
ships,
out of the game,
Yeah.
the eye stalks are weapons. They're weapons turrets. So you want those at the front of the ship.
got it. So
So the
most,
mouth is at the back.
yeah, most ships, the gravity plane, like the actual plane, is aligned with the direction of motion.
Mhm.
Whereas this ship, the gravity plane is perpendicular to the direction of motion.
Yeah.
So that's
But-
yeah.
That may not be accurate, but for the purposes of
That's what you've decided is true,
yes. Yeah.
which is, the only thing that matters.
Is your baby okay?
I'm assessing.
I'm just gonna like a tiny little coronal mass ejection is gonna come out of my hand, and I'll just like hold it towards her. I'm assuming she eats it.
Guess.
That's
see why not.
that's my healing word.
Oh, cool. How very convenient.
I literally called it Solar Spark like forever ago.
Chelsea does have D10s though, if you want to save that. Okay.
4 healings.
Thanks.
Because I rolled ass.
Chelsea
Who'd have
just-
thunk it?
I know I don't
Oh,
look
no,
like a
moms.
good father, but like male Dohwars like protect the eggs. So like I have this innate so like if you ever need help, like I'm here.
I mean, I assume in short, some years, Chauncey will be much too big to be taken care of. So, as long as, she stays alive for now.
All dragons are babies. All pets are babies. Case in point.
I don't know what you're gesturing to. There's nothing there.
Bruno.
Oh, yes. Hello, Bruno.
It's just canon that Bruno's on this goddamn thing.
Is it?
No, it's not.
Is there,
Is there air?
was they? Who am I? English.
His whom?
Yes. The Clockwork Horrors, were they the lightning, was that out of a different element, or were they discharging something? Like, is there any way I'd be able to figure out how they were shooting lightning to maybe attach that to it?
They seem to be like generating it by like holding the rotating swords together, creating a
Okay.
charge, and then releasing it. There wasn't like a crystal attached to them that was.
magnetic fields.
Got it.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna spend my, I'm just trying to figure out how that weapon works. That's what Henry's doing.
Magnets, how do they work?
Sure. Do you want to make a Tinker's Tools check if that's something you're proficient in? Or you could pitch me a different tool check.
I do not have tinkers. I have thieves.
Why do I have
At
Smith's
the
tools?
moment, I'm working on Smith's tools, and
I
my
think you got that from Juggernaut.
Oh, I did. I have
I would-
Smith's tools.
so this is something we didn't really talk about.
I have
But
Mason's tools.
if I wanted to work on like guns and weapons and shit, I didn't know if that would be Smith's tools or Tinkers, because like Tinkers sometimes just like robots and shit, and I want explosives.
Do
like,
gunslingers get any sort of that we
That's
could
a
like
good-
that's a
emulate?
good question.
My instinct would always be to go for Tinkers, but that's just because of Percy from Critical Role.
Yeah.
So I can change that.
The gunslinger subclass from Critical Role gets Tinker Tools proficiency.
I feel like that makes sense.
Can I retcon my Smith's tools proficiency into Tinkers then? Because that was the intent.
Sure.
Cool. Still don't have proficiency for now
Sure.
What?
in Tinkers. I'm working on learning.
Oh,
So
Does
the
that
skill you were working on the
Yeah.
sheet. Got it.
does that change how much you would have benefited from a week of downtime?
No, because
No.
Winston has got firearms, like tinkering.
Yeah.
He, like the pistol that's missing is one of his own creation. So he
Got
has
it.
construction of
That
firearms.
motherfucker invented revolvers?
It's not quite a revolver, but yes. And probably didn't invent it, but like his particular weapon.
It has a cylinder.
But yeah, you can roll me a Tinker's Tools check, I guess.
So that would just be straight up in.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Because you are not yet proficient.
I'm not yet proficient. The question is, do I want to crit this?
Buh. If you had to take 20, I'd say maybe.
I don't take 20. I don't want any more shit. I'll just cheers, bow. Ooh.
Yeah.
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 You can spend a little bit of time kind of gently ripping this thing apart.
Yeah.
Gently ripping this thing
But
apart.
like you are definitely like opening a carcass essentially, but you're doing it with as much care as you can.
Right.
And there are like at the end of its the arms that have the rotating discs. There are quietly crackling little sort of dodecahedron blue crystals that look vaguely arcane. You could harvest those if you wish to.
I would like to. Yeah, I'll just start cataloging pieces of it, and especially since Winston's on the ship.
Oh god, are we using the Heward's? Not Heward. Oh god, what's the
Haverods.
What is it?
Haverods?
That doesn't sound.
I haven't done it. I think maybe I did. I haven't looked at if it's like harvesting shit. That's just something you like want to do. I'm super into like harvesting and crafting shit. I will have to determine what I think these things do and how they could be used. But I will make a note for next time to figure out what you can do with these.
Yeah.
I don't know what book this monster is from, so I don't know which harvesting handbook to look at, but I have all three. I can share them with you.
It's from the Spelljammer.
Oh, then it is absolutely not in any of those.
I might have downloaded it myself like 6 months ago or whatever.
I think I
and
shared
just
it
forgot I had
for Trolls for Hire. But it's called Hammond's Harvesting Handbook. Kind of fun.
I also happen to have the one that's harvesting robots from Horizon Zero Dawn.
Dope.
So I might have a look in that for some
I
inspiration.
need to
see if there's
play
something fun
that
in there.
game.
Dude,
You
I
do.
almost told you to play it the other day.
You'd probably love it.
I'm gonna prep for TFH, and then I'm gonna play that game.
There we go.
Yeah, I'll have to look and let you know. But yeah, you've got these two small blue, and they are about the size of a D10. They're only little tiny
Okay.
blue crackling crystals. It probably helps that I watched Arcane last night.
Yep.
Exactly. I was gonna say, like,
Exactly
you
what I
said
was thinking
Arcane,
of.
and I was like, do you mean Arcane TM?
I was thinking it too. Fuck.
Dodecahedron point of order is a D12.
Okay. It is a D12.
You just said the size of a D10, so I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the size of a D10, but
It's
it's,
a
still
D12.
It's one of those smaller size, those
Right,
things that never
right,
fit right in the
right.
fucking dice holders. Where are my pixels?
Pixels, please!
I
They'll
just
be
got
with
an
you in 2024 when you deserve them.
I just got an email from them the other day. They said that the pledge manager will open TBD.
It's been that way for the last 6 months.
Can I
Yeah,
like
it's-
advertise what we were gonna do with the pixels?
Yeah.
When we get our pixels, whenever they arrive.
We bought 5 sets,
We
and we're
bought
gonna
5
give
sets
away one of them.
with the intention of giving away one, so fucking stay tuned, because that's
That's a big-
easily the most
Speaking
expensive
of giveaway, today's the first stream of December.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
You want
which
to do it right
means-
now?
I'm doing it right now.
Alright, so
Okay.
if you... Okay, hang on, I'm gonna go get it. Stay.
What?
Stay.
No, we have to do the November
Oh,
giveaway.
alright, well,
I'm
I'm
so
gonna
glad that
advertise
I'm
for
winning
next
channel
month then.
points now.
Oh, yeah,
The
that's-
prediction has come to pass.
So the November giveaway is a copy of Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen, I think is the full name of the book.
Yeah.
Dragon
So I'm gonna pick a winner for that giveaway.
Dragon Tales.
Dragon Tales.
Aging ourselves.
used to watch the fuck out
I
of
rolled a
Dragon Tales.
4, which
Oh.
means that our winner is Iceman 194668.
I think that's the second one they've
Might
won.
be.
It's almost
I
like if you
don't
enter the
keep track.
giveaway.
It's almost like if you enter the giveaway a bunch of
You
times.
win
oh
the
my,
giveaway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you up on.
Iceman had a full quarter of the entries.
Are you
Good
on
lord.
Discord? I don't know if Iceman is on Discord. I'll hit you up on
Yeah.
Twitch.
Yeah, I generally prefer to hit them up on Twitch. So I am
like to
going
know.
to. Can I safely mark these completed?
Yeah, Iceman's always
I'm going
around.
to generate a backup winner
Yeah.
and
Alright.
keep it quiet.
Okay.
Just
Keep
in
it
case.
secret. Keep it safe. Don't
Okay.
say it.
I didn't say it.
Good. I'm just.
I'll hit you up on Twitch.
All right.
If I don't hear back within like a week or something, then we'll
move on.
default to the other one.
We'll default to the second
Yeah.
winner. I'm just going to send the name of the second winner to Steph.
No. Congratulations.
And then that means that we can start talking about the December giveaway.
It's kind of shitty looking right now. I
It
intend
looks like
to,
shit right
I
now.
intend to repaint most of it. But like, you'll get this 3D
Nice.
printed Tiamat,
Yep.
fully painted by
So that
Moi.
is modeled by MZ4250, the guy who has released free 3D models for the entire monster manual, all of Volos, etc., etc. I 3D printed it. Steph's gonna paint it.
Yep.
What little paint is on it was me, so that's why it sucks. I got bored. But yeah, she's gonna paint that whole thing. So get your fucking entries in, because this is a huge goddamn miniature.
It is a big
Mhm.
fucking mini.
It's a big boy. I mean, next to
It's-
Samus'
And
head,
confirmed.
like, come
Yeah, I
on.
was gonna
It
say
is-
Sam's
it
head
is
for
on,
scale.
Samus' head for
It's
scale.
on a 6-inch base.
that?
So
Oh, it's
it is.
pointy.
It is colossal by standards previous to 5e. 5e got rid of colossal. Like it's just gargantuan. Is
Wait, seriously?
yeah.
Oh.
It's such a good movie.
Anne
Okay.
Hathaway at me.
Jason's famous.
Yeah. Get y'all.
I'll
entries in.
probably do a painting stream. I might do a painting stream at some point in December. And just like whenever we're not able to stream a game because the holidays are always madness for games. So
We got a Steffi treat.
I'm running low on Jordan treats.
Even Stephanie.
But they're Jordan Steffi treats. Not for you.
box
This is
says
chocolate.
Jordan.
You'll die. I don't want you to die. Not today.
Don't die.
Never. You have to stay alive for me forever.
Oh, Moses entered the giveaway.
I did, yeah. I want a fucking mini. I don't have minis. I'm not allowed to have minis.
You live
You
here.
live here.
They're not mine.
Hmm.
I have 3 minis and they're related to Star Citizen.
Hi, this is Moses.
Hi.
This is my boyfriend.
I live here. We're holding hands now, but you can't see it. Oh my god.
Holding hands.
I still want it. Especially want it painted.
I'll just print one for you and paint it. God damn
That
it! Like
takes so
another
long.
one.
No one was entering the monthly giveaway. You can delete my entry.
No.
You can
I'm
refund
just
my. I
gonna
can.
accept it.
I can
take the
refund my points. Yeah, I won't have dare.
At least I can show on stream like here if you win,
Yeah.
and you'll be
I'm
like,
entering
thank
it
you.
just
And
because
then-
I want to see you try and ship it to me.
We had
We
a
thought
very
about that.
long
We
conversation about limiting it to domestic countries.
And I said that feels fucking awful.
We have a lot of international fans.
We have a lot of good international fans, like people I legitimately fucking care about.
And Tim.
Oh,
I mean, Tim's just one of us. Don't matter where you live. He's just one of
Okay.
us.
all right.
I love you, Tim. I'm sorry. It was a joke.
I don't want to restrict it
Sweet
ever
master.
to domestic. That
Yes.
feels.
Even if you're international, you can win a big fuck off Tiamat mini
Yep.
painted. And like that's
I
like
don't
$500
think-
on eBay, so
Fun.
it's gotta be for something that size.
You think?
I'm nearly positive.
Shipping is going to be a bitch.
Well,
Like packaging in a way that isn't going to break. I will be very careful. We used to have an Etsy store. Fun fact. So I got very good at packaging painted, delicate things for
let's
shipping.
see.
No, painted minis go for a shitload. So this is probably the most expensive giveaway in terms of that. I'm probably gonna put like 30 hours into it. I like to paint.
I need to get back into it.
Yeah. Oh, I finished Luke's mini last night. The mini that Luke won.
Yeah,
I don't know where it
Moses, you
went.
wanna
It
grab
actually,
that?
it
It's on
actually
the
came
bookshelf
out
behind you.
really
Yeah.
cool. Sorry, but like we've been
We're-
talking about this
we're-
for
I feel
way
like
too
you're
long.
sandbagging because you guys all voted no.
Fun fact: if no wins, everyone who put points in on that is gonna get like a 10-to-1 return.
Oh, focus, please, for the love of God, camera.
But yeah, Steph was a month behind on getting that one out, but I was just because Luke won and we hate him.
Oh.
If it ever focused,
That's
it
a
looks
joke.
bomb.
That's a joke.
And
yeah.
I like the back of the wings. Like, I put a lot of depth in the wings and shit
Yeah,
that you
no,
probably
it-
can't see.
It does look fucking dope.
Yeah. So, Luke, that's coming to you at some point. I hope it doesn't break.
Yeah, we just gotta
Or
get
maybe
it
it
in the
does,
mail.
because, you know.
I mean,
I don't
so the
like it.
PVC is very flexible. I highly doubt it'll break.
Yeah,
I am worried about shipping. Like, we're gonna have to be very careful shipping Tiamat.
we're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
And if it breaks, we'll just print it.
I mean,
Or you buy super glue.
I might. I actually legitimately considered just putting a bottle of super glue in the box.
That's not an awful idea.
Anyway,
It really isn't.
Anyway.
Spelljammer.
So Spelljammer. We got 38
Wow.
minutes.
While Henry is doing that, what is everybody else doing?
Going back to my otherwise boring life on this dumb ship.
I'm cleaning up
Yeah.
all the spare machine parts, because, like, I just have a habit of, this is shiny, it will probably sell for something.
Okay. As you're kind of doing that, you notice that one of the like arms sticking out of one of the piles of water is like the hand is like clenching back and forward. Yeah, basically.
Is it a people?
If you want to pick up most of an auto gnome comes with it.
Oh.
It seems to its head is kind of like a funny angle. It has like a whole section of its neck that appears to have been like ripped out. And yeah, it's probably missing like its left hand, but it still has its right one, which it was clenching back and forth. But there you can see its eyes like sputtering light, like it's kind of there and then it's not. It's kind of flickering in and out.
You're good with machines. Can you fix this?
I don't. Wait, Winston.
I only have Smith's tools, or else I take a crack at it.
Winston is currently like 150 feet away.
You might take that to Winston. I'm dissecting.
Can I? Smith's tools is totally off the table for like fucking with this, right?
Let me double check.
Okay. If not, I would like to attempt to, but
I mean,
Autognomes are creatures, right?
yeah, like
They are
we-
creatures, yeah, but they're
we
also
know-
constructs.
but they have the thing where we can heal them. Like that is
Oh.
a
Like that's an autognome
Um,
feature. Is like cure wounds and healing word specifically work on them.
oh,
Yeah. So they can be healed magically, but I don't think that Smith's tools is necessarily gonna have much.
okay.
I'll healing word this friend.
Let me
This
double check. and just
Pos-
make sure I'm
hopefully friend.
sure I haven't got this wrong. Yeah, so you can healing word on it if that's what you wish to do.
Fix it.
The the flickering of the eyes stabilizes into a solid blue, and it sort of snaps through, but the parts are still missing. Like it hasn't healed the missing section. Like his hand is still gone. There's still a chunk taken out of it.
Right.
That would
Like
require
neck.
regenerate.
I don't
yeah,
have 7th level spells yet.
It's light to steady, and it kind of just like tilts its head inquisitively to look at you.
Hello. That was for Tim. Hello.
Hello. You can tell that it almost makes an attempt to speak, but because of the massive section that's missing from its neck, all it kind of comes out as like a whisper.
Can I find some semblance of a speaker in the pile of things? I want this to work, please.
Sure, you
Okay.
will need to make an investigation check for me.
All right, I can do that. I have a cheer. This is worth it.
I'm gonna go fetch Cricklet.
Okay.
Oh my god, I don't find it.
Yeah, unfortunately not. And I think at this point, considering you've healed it, I don't know how much effect it would have.
Oh.
You know, if while it had been like not healed, you might be able to put a piece in and fix it, but I don't know that it's a repairable element. Like,
Does anyone speak broken robot? No? Okay.
I'm fetching Cricklet.
You have telepathy or something?
I
as
do. It's only with Wait, is it only with?
You
No.
need to. You have detect thoughts at a certain level, and then you can over a short rest
Mind meld
Like,
is the
couldn't-
thing.
join yourself with a creature.
Right. Okay, so I do
I-
have detect thoughts then. That works as is.
I was gonna get Cricklet because I knew Cricklet was telepathic.
No, detect thoughts.
Okay.
Surface thoughts. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not... Yeah.
A seemingly very simple mind.
Oh.
Just seems to be thinking about appreciation and like of you helping them. There is a lingering sense of fear of the creatures that clearly ripped it apart.
Oh.
And yeah, occasionally as it's thinking, you get like the red flash of those like the clockwork horrors like in its brain, like it kind of freezes up when it thinks about the red flash. And you can kind of tell that it's doing a damage assessment on what's missing, and it's like sad that it's clearly missing a hand and it can't talk, but it's like I should be okay. But he's just kind of like very positive, like optimistically upbeat that you kind of have saved him.
This is now my baby. And I clean up everything else with one arm and I just, like, go back through the thing.
Anybody doing anything else?
Returning
I think-
with Cricklet uselessly.
Oh, so you were still going to go.
I was gone by the time.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so expecting chronology here. Whilst that was happening, you went into the command deck. As you get in there, do you have a sense of smell? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. You can smell smoke, and as you approach the hole leading down to one of the lower levels, a soot-stained, with like tear streaks down his face, coughing, charred Micken teleports to the edge of the like tunnel, and like holds his hand up for you to like grab him. And he croaks out in a clearly like soot-choked voice, "Fire in the galley, out of control." And then he just like dead faints like in your arms.
Oh my
I
god.
think for suspense's sake, we will call the session there.
No! We didn't get to Hakatha.
You did not get to Hakatha, and even if we carried on, you wouldn't get to Hakatha.
Oh.
Sorry, I yet again failed to correctly title my sessions.
Well, congratulations to the 4 of you who put points into no, because now you get a 11 to 1 payout. Beep, 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 beep. Complete prediction.
Oh man, look at that! I got 10,000. Oh, yes, yes, power.
12,370 points go to Fitz Chivalry 11 and 3 others.
And it wasn't rigged. You guys spent as long as you wanted to spend doing things.
Yeah, you definitely didn't have any foreknowledge about how quickly you generally move things and how much content there was between us and Hakatha.
I have stopped trying to do that because, like, trying to get myself to a point because there's no point. Which is why, like, I'm stopping now because actually I would have liked to have done the next round of encounters before it, but this is the best narrative point to stop.
Alright, yeah. So we'll just retcon the name of this episode, and next episode will be Behold Hakatha.
Sure.
That's what's great about doing it on Twitch. No one remembers. I can just change the episode
Or
number.
just
and no one
this
will know.
time, behold.
And I'll change the thumbnail.
Yeah.
What I actually had this session originally titled as Trial by Fire, but I thought that was too on the nose.
Did I win?
Did you win? Did you vote no?
Yeah.
Then yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Wait.
You
So
didn't-
Tim voted no, Steph voted no, I voted no. Who was the 4th person?
Who was the 4th person to vote no?
Jordan.
If
I voted yes.
If I scroll through,
You
chat-
fool!
if
Shadows
they
voted no.
Okay, yeah,
Shadows
Shadows
is smart.
voted no.
Really
I can't sit down right now. This is a state.
fun thing I heard to figure out was what happens to smoke in a gravity play?
Yeah.
Fun.
Uh-huh.
Fun. Yeah, thanks for being here.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for all
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
follows.
Yeah.
If you're watching us here on Twitch, you can check out our YouTube videos over on the YouTube. Someone want to drop a SJYT command. It's new. We have all of the Spelljammer episodes over there 24 hours after we cut the stream here because of the affiliate agreement. We can't air anything until 24 hours after it finished airing on Twitch. And then if you're watching us on YouTube, check us out on Twitch. We're live every Saturday at 10 a.m. EST, which is 3 p.m. GMT, BST, whatever the fuck you want to call that time zone. It's like there's like 4 names for the same time zone that is UTC plus 0. Oh, UTC.
Right now,
That's...
there's one. It's just GMT.
There's also BST.
Not right now. Stands for British Summertime.
I thought it was British Standard Time.
No, it's summertime, which we
Fuck
left when the clocks changed.
Off.
Summertime.
Okay.
No, it's the other BST. It's
Bullshit time.
Bullshit.
Boston Standard Time.
Whatever. UTC plus 0 at 3 p.m. Figure out where it is in your time zone based on that. Or it's in our Twitch schedule, which I think updates based on your time zone. Which is
Probably.
neat. If you're cool, you can join our Discord. We all hang out there.
By cool, we mean an absolute fucking nerd.
Yes, I said.
Yeah.
And then we have an Instagram where you can see more photographs of
this idiot.
This idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I take a cute picture of the three of us. I haven't
Moses
done
got
that
confused
since.
because I was
Yeah, I
pointing
was like-
generally in his direction, but on screen I'm pointing
Like, you're
at
not
Sam's.
wrong, but it still stings.
If you want to see adorable pictures of the three of us too.
Yeah.
I'll post some pictures. I should do that more.
And if you want to see no. OnlyFans.
Only
OnlyFans.
trolls.
Only trolls.
Only troll. Oh, God,
Gilded
no.
Hot Boys.
.gov.
That one's not real. If that needs to be made clear, thanks for being
Yeah,
here.
we-
Except if you're willing to pay for it, then I'll make it. And I'll quit my day job.
But only
Open
if
invitation.
you, I can't say that word on Twitch for her.
Yeah, you're not allowed to say that word.
Not allowed to say Homer Simpson.
Thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time. Who are we raiding?
We're gonna raid our babes over at Roll Positive Gaming. Because, like, Strixhaven was so adjacent to the first few episodes that...
It's just them now.
I mean,
Just them.
Tim did steal NPCs from Strixhaven.
Yeah.
No.
Borrow.
No.
Look at him sneaky.
Tim was
Oh my
inspired
God.
by NPCs from Strixhaven.
No, I stole.
Okay. Alright.
Borrowed.
Alright, we'll see you tomorrow for TFH.
Don't leave me.
I have to prep for that. Bye!
Bye!
bye.
Please don't.
Goodbye!
Goodbye.
Goodbye!